gaming bets. We accept bets on computer games online since 2011. Referral system for regular users and the first deposit bonus. Gaming devices store and the best choice of payment systems. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, Counter-Strike and StarCraft, World of Tanks and League of Legends. EGB.com. You know for sure who's going to win. Exciting battle of the best teams in the world are back! StarLadder.TV and iLeague presents the new season of Star Series. More than 100 breathtaking battles of the strongest CIS, Europe, America, Asia, and China collectives are waiting for you. Only 12 best teams will get a ticket to the world on one stage. 12 candidates, one trophy. Watch our broadcasts and pick your favorite one.
Reserve time. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Vega Squadron's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another StarLadder game and another bit of EU action here over on Dota StarLadder_EN. I'm OD Pixel, and I'll be bringing you this series. It's a best of 3, of course. It is Team Liquid going up against Vega Squadron. This is game 1, so don't worry if you just hopped on. You haven't missed anything. You might have missed an advert or two, but you haven't missed any Dota. And here we have the draft beginning, and straight away, okay, first pick Gyrocopter. Not something that we see all the teams do nowadays, but obviously one of Liquid's favourites. Liquid, of course, being a team that's got a pretty good win rate. It's about 70% at the moment with this hero on this patch, so they're going to be happy with picking this one up straight up as their first pick. The bans so far, Liquid, they say they don't like balls. They get rid of the IO. Shadow Fiend as well, he's one to go. Vega, they're on the Radiant. You don't want to play against a Radiant Shadow Fiend unless you're stupid, or unless you're actually, no. I was going to insert a team name there, but I don't want to flame. Over on the side of Vega, they've banned out the Tusk, they've banned out the Doom. Again, 2 heroes that we can expect to be nerfed into oblivion next patch. For next pick is going to be Darkseer. Vega, obviously one of Mag's favourites. And the man, he is pretty good at working his magic on the old DS. Let's have a look, in fact, at the win rate for him this patch. 75%. 75. Now that's not bad. No, that is not bad. 75%. If someone says they're 75%, they can come in and they can share a bed with me. Second pick from Vega Squadron. What are they going to go for? I'm looking for your Dazzles. I'm looking for your Queen of Pains. I'm even looking for your Ember Spirits, but I don't think they'll pick the Ember up this early. I think you're more likely to see something like the Dazzle or the Bane. No, I say the Bane as it's picked up, so I can't really take any credit for that one. But Bane, what a hero. Talk to PPD about the Bane. He loves the Bane. He loves the Nightmares. He loves the Fiend's Grips. He loves it all. He's all over that stuff, PPD, and if PPD's all over it, then you better be as well. And Vega certainly are. Shoma the Slayer says, let's get on the PPD train, let's take the Bane, let's screw Liquid over. Great against the Gyrocopter, he's going to be wanting to go ham. He wants to run at you with your Rocket Barrage. Sorry, buddy. Stay there in this big-ass purple ball where you can do jack all. And that's going to be the plan here from Vega. Team Liquid now with the second pick. What they're going to put with the Gyro. And let's have a look. Are we going to see that Winter Wyvern come out? It's one of their favourites. Something that could be a bit of an issue if it's picked against the Gyrocopter lineup. Or maybe we'll see them go for something maybe for their offlane. Or maybe the Dazzle. I'm looking at your Dazzles and your Wyverns. They haven't come up yet in the draft. Both teams have got to be thinking about them. Let's have a look. As Team Liquid here with their second pick. Something to work nicely with the Gyro. It's going to be the StarLadder. Okay, we didn't really talk about it because it gets banned out a hell of a lot. Didn't get banned out this game, and it's nice. It's beautiful. They don't want to run it with the Dazzle. They don't want to give Vega the chance to run the Dazzle, so they ban that Dazzle out. StarLadder and Gyro being the 2 initial picks here for Team Liquid. Vega now with this third ban. What's the plan? It's the Wyvern. We were talking about it. We mentioned it. I was talking about the picks. Should have talked about the bans because that's where we see the two heroes. Liquid say no. No Dazzle. Vega say nope. No Wyvern. Now let's see what Liquid say no to now. What are they worried about Vega picking up? They've already got the DS. They've got the Bane themselves. Obviously nice for Vega that they've got the Bane. They don't have to worry about the Bane being picked against the Darkseer. One of the great heroes that counts, just cancelling the Surge, holding him back after he's casted it and then allowing the team to move in for more. Quap's going to be the ban from Liquid. Vega is their second most picked hero this patch. 65% win rate on the bird. And she's not coming through this time.
10 seconds.
Fourth ban for Vega. You're seeing a StarLadder, you're seeing a Gyro. What else are you worried about coming through this patch at the moment? It's going to actually be the Undying. And straight away, Ember Spirit. I talked about it earlier. We didn't think it'd be second pick. I was excited to question if it would actually be third pick as well, but Vega, they're happy with picking it up early. 69% win rate on this map. 16 wins, 7 losses on this patch. They played him 23 times. Third most played here for Vega. And now third pick for Liquid. Let's have a look. They've got the StarLadder, they've got the Gyro. Do they want to run more with this kind of minus armor? They can't really. There's no Dazzle. There's no SF. Maybe look for some control. I'd like to see a Disruptor. In fact, I'd love to see a Disruptor. Give me a Disruptor. Come on, Liquid. I want to see a Disruptor. I know you can play it well. It's absolutely beautiful. Come on. Make me happy. Make me happy. Oh, give me the Rubik. Give me the Rubik of the Disruptor. That's all I'm asking for here. Two heroes that would be very nice against what Vega have so far. I don't think there's any doubt about that. In fact, there's no doubt at all. I'm sure we'll see both of these heroes come up in the draft. Let's have a look. Taking the time here. Going into that reserve time here. They're really thinking about this. Oh, it's the Shadow Demon. All right. All right. Okay. It's nice, of course, with the old StarLadder. Get the little setup with your old Disruption. Move them in. We didn't get the Disruptor, but we got the Disruption. That's going to be what's opted for here. Vega, what are they still looking for? They're still looking for that hero here for no one in the mid lane. And also, by the looks of it, I'd imagine...
10 seconds remaining.
For Shem as well. I imagine it's going to be the Pasture Ember. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Pasture Ember.
5 seconds remaining.
Now running a bit of the purple strat, but Ember's there to break it up with his red face. This is the fourth pick for Vega Squadron. What are they going to go for? At the moment, I don't know, they need something to go with. I mean, maybe Disruptor for themselves. Maybe Disruptor for themselves. I wonder if I'd like to see a TA game, but I don't know if you... I don't know, TA might not be too bad here. Or maybe sneaking through the Broodmother, but I guess there's a way to deal with the Broodlings. You've got the Poison, you've got the Flat Cannon. Even just the StarLadder Crush, you know, it's a fair bit of physical damage to burst through them. So I don't know if we'll see Broodmother... Oh, we're seeing a Darkseer as well, so... Unless they want to do something funky where they send the DS to the jungle, which we have started to see some teams doing. But I guess unlikely here from Vega. That's the Lina. Okay. And that's almost sounding... Well, it could be a no-one Lina. We've seen him do it in the past on this patch. But with the Bane picked up, that's already a very solid support duo. So... And okay. They're going to be treated to a bit of a Liquid show here. Invoker is going to be the pick here from the boys. And we're going to get ourselves an Invoker game. Let's see how this goes. Alright, okay. I mean, I'm looking at this. And... okay, Disruption. Soul Catcher. Nicely timed Sunstrike.
5 seconds remaining.
Goodbye, hero. If that's what they're going to do. And I wouldn't be surprised.
Reserve time.
I'd hope to see... We seem to see a lot of Quasworks Invokers coming out. Maybe we'll get treated to a bit of an exhaust show today. Lich is going to be the final ban hit from Vega Squadron. And he's gone. He's out of it. We're not seeing him today, and I'm not sad about that. I mean, who is? Who wants to see a Lich? I mean, it's nice when he starts to bounce the balls about, but until that point, he's just a little bit flaccid. Nice Stalker. Take it away from Vega. Smart move.
Vega Squadrons.
And that is indicating that they're thinking that this is going to be a no-one Lina in the mid lane. I'm not sure about that. Actually, I say that, but it is one of the heroes that no one does like to play. He does like to play it. So if it is going to be that, I wonder if they do look back for something like the Disruptor. Or if it is a support laner, they go for something like the TA in the mid lane. It's going to be against an Invoker. Could be potentially a difficult lane for the man. Let's have a look.
5 seconds
Final pick here for the guys. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Now again, if they want to get a Witch Doctor in on this one. Let's pick it down. Yeah, TA, probably not the best pick actually, looking at there's a Jara in the pool. Rocket Barrage kind of screws him over. At the same time as you get the burst in. Where's your Rocket Barrage at now, Mother Trucker? Let's see what Sherman does for the team. He's thinking about this one long and hard. He is, of course, the one drafting here today. And we're going right back down into the bonus time.
Luna.
That's going to be a Luna. Okay, alright.
Team Liquid.
Here we go. Okay, so no one's going to be on the Ember Spirit. Alright, and he's going to be the Luna support. So you've got your support combo there, the Luna, the Bane. Going to be in lane with the Luna as well. And I'll be honest, this Luna, it's one of those picks. It either works absolutely beautifully or it falls flat on its face. That's the thing with the Luna. I'm looking at these heroes, and I think Luna is, and she's probably going, pork in here? You know what I mean? If they get ahead, Luna's just going to blow up every single time. But if they're able to start pushing these guys, Darkseer, Mag gets a good timing on his mechanism. They can run with the Luna and use it to its strength and get that early push and just start getting the momentum going. Get a few auras up on Luna as well. And once they're hitting 6 on these heroes, Lina and Bane, bam. Suddenly, you can go to fights. Liquid want to turn up, they're going to have to send full force. They can't just send a few here, they'll have the control of Vega. And final pick here from Liquid. They've seen the Luna. What's their answer going to be? Let's give us something good. Final 20 seconds.
Ten seconds remaining.
10 seconds is the call here from the beautiful lady.
5 seconds remaining.
It's the Nyx Assassin. It is the Nyx Assassin. She's intelligence. He's intelligence. This thing is intelligence. Alright. Let's get all the old mana poo goodles out. From Nyx Assassin now with the old Kasplat. And see how this one goes down. As we get ourselves into another starter game. And here we go. Smooth transition. Look at that. That was so smooth. So smooth. Didn't even have to use anything to make it hurtless. But here we have it. Get ourselves in. First game of the day here. Liquid versus Vega. Game 1 in this best of 3. We're going to see Mag on his Darkseer. No one on his Ember. Solo on the Lina. Shoma on the Bane. Pasha on that Luna. We are going to have a bit of a pause here because someone wants to be a noob. 2 minutes is the call. We'll have to wait for that. Let's have a look at Liquid's side. Jerax. The man still waiting for Earth Spirit to be put into competitive. He's going to be playing the Shadow Demon. Matumba Man on his Gyrocopter. Kuroki. Well, he's going to be left on the Nyx Assassin. Mind Control on his Slardar and Fata on that Invoker. I think we've got a game on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Some interesting picks from both of the sides. It's going to be a question of how well the Luna works out. It's also going to be a question of how much Liquid can do. They're bringing the Shadow Demon back in. Not necessarily one of the supports that we've seen a lot of, I feel. I don't remember seeing a lot of it at Dream League. I mean, not to say it wasn't picked at all, but it's certainly kind of fallen out of favour. But if you know what you're doing with it, it's still very, very scary. And let's talk about the Nyx Assassin. It's add into the combo. He's got to be Sunstrike Man. If he's not going for the Sunstrike Man, I'm going to be bitterly disappointed. You can have a Nyx Assassin walking around the map with the Vendetta, Jerax behind him. They'll get the burst, they've got the control, they'll lock him in place, the Sunstrike comes through, and Kazam. Your hero's gone on the side of Vega, you get a kill. You do that a few times, and well, you're going to be well on the way to successfully not just defending your Ancient, but just beating the hell out of the opponent's Ancient. And apologies for this pause. Once again, not a lot we can do about this. I do apologize. I do apologize. But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. You are watching some StarLadder EU. This is Vega versus Liquid. I believe this is the first... I want to say it's the first series of the day, but it probably isn't. So I do apologize if I'm lying. I just woke up. Here we have it. And this is in fact the last StarLadder game I will be casting. I believe there are more, or maybe there isn't. I'm not too sure. There might be. I'm not paid to know the format. I'm paid to sit here and tell you what I see on the screen. It's a hard life. It is a hard life. Game is still paused. Let's have a look at what have we got in terms of... Ooh, what is this? Ice, ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. Oh, partner, no inscription. And a dead Batrider. What's this? I am shaped to a higher order, and of course, it's Earth Spirit by Jerax. He loves that era. And finally, Slark. Divide. Okay. Thank you, Matumba Man, for being... It's certainly Matumba Man and not Mature Man. With a beautifully named statue there. Fantastic. Fantastic. There we go, let's get ourselves into the game, and I like this already. Vega, they may be looking to do this aggressive, and in fact, they certainly are. They want to try and get Mag going up against this offlaner, which is going to be Mind Control on the StarLadder. KuroKy, of course, will be playing the support Nyx Assassin, something that we don't see all the time. You know, more likely to see Nyx in that offlane role. But they got themselves the StarLadder. They want to try and run the combo there with the Shadow Demon and the Nyx Assassin potentially roaming around. And also, it does provide a lot of kill potential with Matumba Man on that Gyrocopter. And with the Rocket Barrage. They're going to go for the bottom room here. Rune? Not the bottom room. I went to the bottom room once. It was fantastic. Kappa Pride. Top lane. Vega's going to be looking for this top rune. And looks like we are going to see a fight here. Unless Liquid do start to move. They pop the ward down. Pings are coming out here from the side of Vega. Potentially suggesting a walk around through the jungle to find themselves a pick-off. As you can see, the signal on this map being drawn to wrap around behind the rune. But Liquid are pretty set on just sticking around to the bottom, getting yourself a rune here, and they'll get the ward down. Sentry has also been placed as well to stop the double pull happening. So Liquid are certainly expecting to see a tri-lane down here, or maybe expecting Mag to go for some pulley plays. But they'll spot it out now, and now both teams realizing what the lane situation is going to be, and we'll see Liquid exactly react to that. They don't want to try and put their tri-lane against the tri-lane of the side of Vega. So they'll send Mind Control up there. Matumba Man's going to go down to the bottom to farm up against this Nyx Assassin. He's going to have KuroKy hanging about, and we'll see what where Jerax decides to place himself. He could obviously head top to try and help out this StarLadder, or they may feel it's just the best to sack the lane and ensure that StarLadder gets XP. Mind Control, of course, is going to have a very hard time finding any CS there. Oh, mid lane already, no one. He's feeling the poison. Jerax coming in with a hate. Whew. Yeah. Have some of that, Sonny Jim. Ember Spirit's going to walk it off. And Mind Control, he's got to be so careful on this top lane. If Shoma comes in, gets himself a nightmare, they're going to have the Light Strike to follow through. And especially if they catch out that StarLadder after he's popped the sprint and he takes that increased damage, it isn't going to be a pretty situation for Mind Control. But Mind Control, for me, one of the kind of the underrated stars of EU. He is an incredibly strong offlaner. And we'll see how he does today. Bottom lane already, Mag. Feeling the wrath here of KuroKy and his mana burner. Jerax just coming in with the poison. Mag is not going to have a nice time here. And he's got 3 tangos and a salve, so he's going to be okay. But already, just being forced back. The hate, absolutely real here from Jerax. It's been a nightmare mid, and he's been a bit of a nightmare bottom. And he's not even playing the Bane. Top lane, the CS, how's it going? Pasha, 7 for 3 at this point in time. Matumba Man as well, having no trouble on this bottom lane. Now we're actually going to have a pause here again. Looking towards the mid lane, how are we doing in terms of CS? No one, 6 for 1. And Farah weighs 3 for 3. Edging up on the denies, but falling behind in the CS. He has, of course, got this little conglomeration of creeps coming in. So we'll see if Farah is able to make the most of that, and that should put him on par with no one. As this lane, well, it's going to be pushed under the tower here, so he might have a little bit of trouble here. But what did he come to lane with? He came to lane with 1. He's got 2 now. So he's got 2 blades of attack here. It will be alright. Of course, putting the first point into Quaz to help him with just sustain in the lane. But at the moment, I think, who's going to be happier with these lanes? I kind of like to say Liquid. You know, they saw what Vega set out to do and they did respond to it. So I'd like to say the Liquid are kind of doing, you know, what they kind of planned to do. So when they saw the draft, they wanted to have mind control up against the hard lane, and they wanted to have Matumba Man in a situation where they could not only find him the farm, but at the same time just really punish Mag on his Darkseer. And I think this is absolutely right from Liquid, because we've seen many games where Vega as a team might not have been doing great at the start, but Mag, absolutely fantastic. He'll get himself a mechanism probably about the 2-minute mark, and it's just ridiculous. maybe a slight over-exaggeration, but what I'm trying to say is this man is very good on the Darkseer. So sending people down here to deal with it, totally on board with that. At the same time though, Pasha, he's going to say that's fine. Vega, they're going to get the space here for the Luna. They are going to get the early farm. And Mind Control just trying to interrupt here with a side pull. Jerax has returned back to the mid lane. Arthur, let's see if he can get some CS here. Let's watch it. Oh, that's a lovely deny. Absolutely on point. And well, disruption here. And now Jerax, he's actually stolen the haste rune. And he's going to go for a bit of fun here. Solo, let's go for a ride, he says. So he gets the poison now. That's 2. That's 3. Give me a 4. Now he's trying to clarity up. Gets the right clicks first. There's going to be first blood. Yes, it is. That's first blood there for Jerax. He gets it. Jerax, the absolute player. Disruption and a haste rune. That's all he needs to make the magic happen. And he'll take down Solo. First kill here for the side of Liquid. Fana. Looks like he did hit them. 7 for 6 at the moment, so I've got to be honest at this point. Fana, he's having a good time mid. No one. Wow, being bullied back. He's got a Sal. 3 tangos still to go. So the Wistain is there. Top lane mind control. Found himself level 2. Bottom lane. Kuroki wrapping around onto Mag. Mag, he's a little low on mana. He's still got enough for the surge. And he hasn't got enough for the surge now. He has not got enough for the surge. Moving in with a rocket barrage. There'll be a TP and they'll get the stun onto 2. Solo there. Just in time to hold them back from Mag. Very nice rotation there from Solo. Keeping the Darkseer alive. Smart plays, smart moves. And Mind Control, he feels he can be a bit more confident now in this lane now that the fact that the Lena's left it. And he's actually about to find himself level 3 here on the StarLadder. So things not going too badly for Mind Control on that solo lane StarLadder. And level 4 now on Gyrocopter. Fada, I believe that will be the phase boots coming out, and it is. So this lane's going to get a little bit easier for Fada, and he's already doing well. 11 for 7, 11 for 2. Slightly ahead in terms of the denies, and no one's life is going to get a little bit harder now that he's going to have a bit more of a punch here on the Invoker. Now Mind Control with the Stout, with the Mango, with the boots as well. He's not got too much to worry about. There is a level 2 Lucent Beam, but still, Solo's just hanging down bottom. Mag's going to come back down here. Solo did manage to soak up some of the XP, and ooh, we're going to see a smoke as they try and close it onto no one. And this is a no one. It's only level 4. No chance of a remnant. There's the stun being held onto Kuroki. He'll get it through. Tornado as well. No one getting hold in place. They'll have 3 heroes closing in. It's another kill here for Liquid. FanTuan on the Evoker will take that. And with that, Invoker starting to break away very nicely for Liquid in the mid lane role. 2-0 at the moment, 4.5 minutes in. A lot of this kind of rests on Pasha, I feel. He is the one with the CS. 28 for 8 here on this Luna. And Mag, how's he doing? Level 3.5. With Timberman, though, he's halfway through 5, pretty much. He's going to have that cooldown ready to go. And if they can get a cooldown with some kind of control, they'll be able to burst him. Oh, I see this Invoker come into play. He's going to be very happy that he got involved in that kill, and the fact that he got that kill himself. Timberman with the treads. Jerax hiding in the trees. Mag's going to surge himself away. Timberman just coming in with the right click. Solo's just making some of the pulls here. They do have the vision from Liquid, so they know what's going on. Question is, can they get themselves close enough to find a disruption? But Timberman really, really wants to try and make something go here. That's not going to happen. Solo just keeping it safe, keeping himself away from the action that was about to potentially kick off, and Shoma just making the side push, trying to take away as much as they can from Mind Control, but he's still finding the XP. Level 5 at the moment. Lucent beam to the face. And Mag could be in trouble. He's surged up. Jerax looks for the disruption. Kuroki beautifully holding onto the stun. And there's the follow-up. Look at the stun through, but the light strike does come down. Matuma tried to juke it. Wasn't quite enough. They're moving in, trying to find the poison. It's enough. They'll get the kill onto Mag. There's a TP in for sure. Let's see if they can turn this. If they can find a Nightmare, maybe they can go. But the mana isn't... I would have been there for the combo. But with 3 heroes there and 2 salving up, they didn't want to try and risk anything else here, Vega, as they do play it safe and back up. No one comes down for the room, finds himself a bounty, nearly level 6, and in fact, the pings are coming in. Vega might look to try and fight this, but well, there's a disruption onto the Bane, and well, he's going to get control straight away. Light Strike comes out, but the Rocket Barrage is already there. He'll get out, Brain Sap, Nightmares himself, but he'll almost certainly still go down, and he does. It's a killing spree here for the Shadow Demon. Vada, he's got himself a haste, seeing if he can find more. Luna's actually TP'd down here as well. So a 4th kill there for the side of Liquid. And that's about it. Nothing else coming out from Vega. You could see that they wanted to go for something. Maybe they can try and fight Fada, but he's got a Ghost Walk, and where's your detection? It's just not there. And even if it was, Solo on his own. I mean, no one did have the Remnants. I mean, Fada at the moment, he's got 850 HP. And he's regenning up like a bad man with his Quaswex build. Mag, they kind of switched the lanes around now. They put the Darkseid up here trying to slow down Mind Control, but Mind Control's been given a bit of space. He is now level 6. And he won't have too much trouble still finding the XP and finding the occasional CS against this Darkseid. No one's desperately trying to find stuff in the jungle. They're given the room here in the mid lane to try and get some more experience on the Bane. Get him closer to that Fiend's Grip. Pasha is level 6. They do have an Eclipse. Maybe intentional. Maybe intentional. He didn't have a lot of money. We're going to go with intentional. We'll go with intentional. Anyway, top bottom lane, there'll be a disruption, and they've got a cooldown as well. Solo is going to get clipped by the slow. Kuroki's moving forward as well. Light Strike connects onto 2, but that's one of the Eclipse. Maybe they can try and turn it. Jerax, no, he's still alive here, and now it's Pasha that's got to get himself the hell out of there. They don't have another stun, and Matsuba can't quite close the gap. They'll throw out a Lucent Beam again. No one's here. Remnants forward, wants to try and fight. Jerax is fairly low. Can they get a kill here, though? There's a Tornado. Now no one may have overextended. They'll get the kill onto the Shadow Demon, but no one ends up paying with his life, and that was not worth it. They lose the Lina. They send in the Ember Spirit trying to recover the fight. They do get a Shadow Demon, but they end up losing the Ember Spirit. And 6 for 1 on the board here for the side of Liquid. And things, they're just going from better to better. It's going to be a Yule Scepter that Fada's looking for in this Invoker. Mind Control, now level 7, and the space that he's getting because of this action that's elsewhere is fantastic for the StarLadder. And Cold Snap onto Shoma. Fada's moving in. Jerax is here as well. The poison's coming out. He's trying to Nightmare himself, but I think this man's still a goner. The Tornado's there. He'll have a Brain Sap to give him some time, but he's still going to pop in another kill. For the boys in blue, Liquid take again the life of one of Vega. Bring it to 7 for 1 on the board. Very, very strong play at the moment from this side. Very strong laning stage as well. We talked about the way that they reacted to the lane situation of Vega, and I think it's, as we can see on the board, and not just in terms of kills, but in terms of farm as well, it's certainly worked out. And now top lane, Mag, he's got to be so careful. I think he knows something's coming in, but he just knows that he can't run near this. He's going to drop the wall, and well, Father's here as well. Mag's in so much trouble. There's a crush, the damage with the Amplify, he's gone. Darkseid deleted, and Bane, I'm not sure you want to do this, son. Bane, you're on your own here. There are 3 heroes, and I think you might be dead, and you certainly are. Goodbye, Bane. What the hell were you doing? That's a double kill for Fata. And this Invoker having an absolutely fantastic game. 3 kills, 3 assists, hasn't died at all. 1,200 gold in the bag on top of the Void Stone and the Sage's Mask. So that Yule Scepter is going to be well on its way. And Vega, they just need to calm down. Some mistakes have been made. And you can't really afford to make mistakes against this lineup, especially when you're trying to run this Luna. And Pasha's trying to get that Helm of the Dominator online. He's got the Helm of Iron Will. Action mid lane. No one. Oh no, he's out of mana. And this man, he's going to be dead. They've got the disruption into the crush. That is your Ember Spirit down. And this is not the dream here for Vega. They just do not seem to be suited to deal with what Liquid are bringing to this game. And, okay, well, we even missed that, sorry. Apologies. That one that was a bit of a camera work censored there for any of you Darkseer fanboys and girls out on the stream. But that is dying to solo to Fata. I mean, this is not great. Not great at all for Vega. They have got a big recovery plan that they're going to need to pull out and put into place sometime soon. As it is just not working out at this point. They've got to change what they're doing. The question is it too late? Let's have a look at the graph. It's steep. It's 4K at the moment. Not irrecoverable, but not the kind of difference you want to have going. Maybe they could try and find something bottom. Passion's moving forward. He does have an eclipse here. They'll try and burn him down. Mind control juking out this eclipse, but no, the impale. Stunning Passion for a little bit. They'll get the expensive disruption onto Kuroki. Crush as well onto no one. They have lost the next assassin. This could be the fight that Vega are looking for. Jarek's incredibly low here. The tornado comes through. Fata's turned up. They've got the EMP down. Solo's going to fall. It is a triple kill for no one though. Huge fight. Fiend's grip onto Fata. They'll get themselves a fourth. And Matumba Man the only one to survive, and he may be in trouble as well. They're chasing him down. They found 4. They may be able to find 5. Rocket barrage onto Mag. Mag's got to be careful. Brain sap, bringing Matumba Man low. Turns around for homing missile. They'll surge themselves up and they will leave. Or is Mag going to go for fancy play? No, he's not. Gets himself out. Kuroki actually came back into this one. Will be held back by a nightmare. But a massive... That was the fight that Vega needed for absolute sure. Getting a triple kill onto no one. Exactly what the side needed to keep themselves in this game. And Pasha off the back of that fight. Yeah, got pretty much a clear level. And we'll see on the ooh. I mean, there's your swing. Which is, I mean, you don't expect anything less after a fight like that. And the great thing for Vega is a lot of the money went to the Ember Sprint. In fact, a huge amount of it. Mind control. No, it's still about 3/4 of the way towards that Blink Dagger on this StarLadder. And Kuroki has now got that Vendetta. And we'll see if he can go for the pop here. It's just going to be illusions. Is he going to go looking for Luna? He doesn't really have the burst on his own. And of course, with Fada's build, just the 1 point in Exhort. So Sunstrike isn't going to be able to offer anything of that's going to be considerable. And ooh, no one's coming to the mid lane. They do have a StarLadder here. Kuroki's just checking out for stacks. He's going to see that, there isn't any at the moment, and if there was, they've already been cleared out. Fido as well with the wrap round and the Ghost Wart. They want to try and go mid. No one's trying to go mid onto Mind Control. They'll have the Tornado. Solo is there, gets the Light Trap, but no, it's going to miss. They don't manage to connect it. No one is able to remnant out. Solo's going to be the sacrificial lamb, and they will take the Lina kill. Pasha coming back in with no one. The chains onto Matumba Man. They've got the Fiend's grip as well. Matumba Man, can they save him? Yes, they get him out. The crush from Mind Control, saving Matumba Man. Will allow him to escape. There'll be a Lucid Beam onto the StarLadder, but he's got the Sprinter. He will be out of there. So they do try their best to react there to that bit of a engagement in the mid lane from the side of Liquid, but Vega aren't able to find anything in return for losing solo on the Lina. What did no one go for in the end? He finished off the treads with that gold. Treads and Aquila now done, and ooh, that's going to be a kill and a half, and it's a big one to find. Butter and Jerax finding themselves the Luna. The exact hero they need to look at shutting down, and apologies, I'll switch to the net worth now for all you lovers of money. As you can see, Luna is the one at the top. They're moving on to Mag. Mag does have solo. Oh, that was not the yours target you're looking for, sir, but it might not matter. They trap him up. Okay, it does matter. Laguna Blade onto Mind Control. They'll lose the StarLadder. And a little bit off the mark there with the Yule Scepter usage. I don't know if it would necessarily change that around, but maybe it would have allowed him to go in for more. Still, meanwhile, whilst this is happening, Matumba Man's finding space down bottom. He's got the Sanj now done on top of the Aquila. Okay, what's going on here? Fata, he's found himself a kill, but he does pay. He went for the kill on Mag. Did not expect that to happen. There were 4 heroes there. He's a bit of a madman, Fata. And he does not work out for him. He loses his life for the kill on the Darkseer. And we're actually going to have a Pauzuru from Matumba Man. So, what have we seen here so far? 15 for 7 at the moment. Fata is top of the net worth board. Did just give his life away to the team of Vega. And I think it's safe to say they are kind of slightly throwing away the advantage that they had at the start. It's a stupid pause sign blocking the graphs. But it's still very close. Absolutely, no indication that anyone is in a place that they can't return from. As things not looking too bad. But either side, looking a lot better for Vega, you know, than it did at the beginning. I think we were looking about 11 for 1 on the scoreboard. But a couple of big fights, pretty much turned it around. And got them back to this point. And they do still have this Luna that it is farming very well. Now with the Yoga Club, it will be interesting to see if she does decide to go for the S and Y. Or it is that BKB. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see an early BKB from Pasha. I mean, just fighting into this lineup, it's you need a BKB. Magic immunity, not to be overrated here, it's what you need. So Pasha almost certainly will be looking for that one first. And here we have it, top lane. The push will continue. Solo, no one and Shema. They'll take that. Kuroki in the mid lane. I believe he's trying to find money for his next item, whether it be the 4-star or the Blink. And Matsuma Man, he should be able to get this out. There'll be a fortification. He's going to stick around. Let's see him get the last hit. Oh, beautiful stuff. Top lane, no one gets it as well. So both of the key heroes there getting a bit more money into the pocket, and no one. Well, he's got 1,500 gold. We're obviously not going to see that boosted travel rush, as he did go for the Trez this game. So we'll see if he goes for the drums. See if he still goes for the Battle Fury straight up now. I'd imagine we probably see Battle Fury come out, and Kuroki's trying to find something, but the wards, they're spotting him out. They know that Kuroki's in the neighborhood, and Pasha, yeah, he'll keep it safe, keep it frosty. Bottom lane, Jax and Matsuma Man moving in. Mag, he's going to hide himself in the tree line. They know he's there. And the pings, and they've actually found the Vincere for the disruption. Matsuma Man drops the core now. They're going to leave it at that though. Solo's TP'd in. Solo does have a Laguna Blade. Mag's actually, all the illusions actually trapped him in the tree line there. He will still get himself out there. And of course does have that mech complete, so will be fine. Oh, I say that, he would not have been fine if they didn't kill that homing missile, which they did manage to do just in time. Kuroki's still sneaking around, trying to find what he can, but not going to be able to get anything. Just goes back to mid, continues to farm. Bottom lane, Jerax, Matsuma Man and Fada, they found themselves a Bane, but he's a little bit too far away to jump in. No one with his haste rune. Oh, that's an aggressive remnant jump straight in. Chains onto Jerax. Look at the disruption. Light strike as well. They burst down the Shadow Demon. Nice stun from Kuroki, holding back both the Ember and the Bane from looking for more. But with his haste rune, no one's still going to go for it. So with the Yules, still trying to buy time here to get both of the cores out. Remnant forward. There'll be a cooldown. The Tornado again. Pasha's got the control. Pasha trying to find the Lucent Beam. But nice little bit of a play there from the Invoker, just creating the space for them to back out. Just holding back Vega and giving them the big old nope. That's your Blink Dagger now done for StarLadder Mind Control, and he's nearly level 11 as well. Bottom lane. These guys need to be careful. There is still a lot of these heroes down, and Matsuma Man, okay, he's being Fiend's Grid. There's backup coming in. There's a defensive disruption here from Jerax, and they'll start the fight. Loose being the Eclipse, in fact, coming through from Basher, wrecking these heroes. Double kill for the Luna, as Gyro and Shadow Demon just absolutely melt, and the rest of Liquid have to get themselves out of there. Massive Eclipse and huge fight from Vega, as they'll take the tier 1 as well. There will be an EMP. Oh, it's a crush. They're trying to turn this potentially. No one is there. Didn't actually get the slight Searing Chains combo off into the tree line. There's an Amplify on him. He'll stick around. He's trying to zone them back here with a spam. Oh, there's a crush again. Mind Control playing very aggressively. Knows they haven't really got the control to deal with him, so we can afford to do this. No one, pops the charges. Change now to Mind Control. The Glaze bouncing off the tower. Mind Control, Laguna Blade. He's got to be careful, doesn't earn the right clicks. They'll get the kill. StarLadder's going to go down, out for the count. Kuroki has come in, looking for some kind of turnaround, but Kuroki, well, he's going to be fine here. And a little bit of trouble there. Looks like he might have gone down. Oh, this could be a big cooldown coming in from Matsuma Man, but no one's finding on the sidelines of it. And Solo will go out, but he gets the combo out onto Fada. Holds by the Bane here with the Yule set to the stun from Kuroki, controlling no one. They're looking for the Ember Spirit kill, and they'll get it. Now Shoma goes in, but there's 3 heroes. He'll get the brain sap off, trying to look for the right clicks, the Nightmare as well. Jack is going to tick low, but he gets taken off. He's going to be fine. They won't kill the Shadow Demon, and Fada's looking for more. Moves in onto Mag, gets himself a double kill, and this time the cleanup going the way of Liquid. And with his movement speed, he's trying to chase for more. Yule Scepter's going to be up in 2 seconds, closing the gap here. Hasn't really got any backup. Can he solo this? He has got Invoke. He's not going to commit for it though. Doesn't have the killing power on his own to take down the Luna. But Liquid, they do defend. of a fight that looks like Vega just stuck around for too long, and Liquid are going to try and make the most of this. They'll go straight into the pit, go for the Roshan. By the looks of it, they should be able to get it. Still a bit of time before the full lineup of Vega's back on the board. They're not in a position to fight. They're not in a position to go towards the Roshan. And Liquid should be able to get the Aegis off the back of this. And as we'll see on the graph, up and down, up and down. Still a very close story to tell between these two sides. And that's your Aegis, and also as we saw Matuma Man finishing off the S on Y. Pasha, what's he got on the courier? Everything. Everything comes out. BKB is now done. And they want to use it straight away. They're actually going to smoke and look for a fight. Of course, this could be potentially risky. They're smoking into an Aegis. Let's see what they can find. There's still a tier 1 in the mid lane. It looks like the indication is to move around here between the towers, but the side of Liquid, they're all down bottoms. So this smoke is not, by the looks of it, going to achieve anything unless Liquid head their way back over here. Now, I can see Invoker make his way back. And he is, of course, going for the Orchid. He's very close as well. He's pretty much got the money here for the recipe on top of the 2 Oblivion Stars. Adam's been having a very good game. 10 kills, 4 assists, only died 2 times. And they'll look for the push here. Now Liquid are ready to go. Tornado, EMP comes out. They're going to change onto Fire in their response. Lucid Beam bursting him down. Passion now out of mana. He does have that Eclipse as well on level 11. He would have loved to have that for the fight, but Mind Control comes in with a crush. Pops down the Amplifier to no one. Matuma Man TV's in. Whoa! That's your Aegis gone straight into the burst. No one remembers out to the sidelines here. They want to try and find this Ember Spirit. They might just at the same time. Let's look towards the mid. Passion pops the BKB. They did end up killing the Ember Spirit to the right with the Shadow Poison, but mid lane's where we're looking to see if they can find any more. He blinks forward. He gets the crush onto Shoma the Slayer. Solo and Pasha and Max still sticking around. There'll be a Nightmare trying to buy some time here, but Bane will still go down. Do they look for more here? They've got the crush up. They've got a blink up in 2 seconds. They may just go for it. Is he going to go balls deep? Is he going to go balls deep? Is he going to go balls deep? No, no. Yes, yes, yes. Solo jumping straight away. Kuroke's moved forward, but the Impale. You burst back to Mag, and there's your Eclipse. Bursted through the Shadow Demon. Now they're trying to find more. Chasing away. Can they find anything here? Farda's moved down to the bottom with the Ghost Walk. He's going to be fine. Mind Control's still on the high ground. Almost certainly won't go back in anyway. Gets himself straight out of there. Let's have a look at the fight recap. Absolutely useless. Thanks, Fav. 21 minutes. 21-12. They're still fighting strong. They did have to buy back on the Ember Spirit. I believe that was the only buyback then. It was. The buyback on the Ember Spirit was expended there to try and turn that fight. Well, Liquid, they didn't really lose too much at all. And as we can see on the graph, it shows exactly that. Liquid are going to be very happy with the way that that fight went, and happy with the fact that they did force back the Ember Spirit buyback. Kuroki. Let's see what his plan is. He's got the blink, and well, we'll spawn out Pasha here. Maybe look for the solo kill. Excuse the pun. That solo's out. Kuroki, he's going to be fine. Matuma Man just looking for that BKB goal. 1k on top of the Ogre Club. Farda's got the Orchid ready to go out to him. Actually smoking up again here, Vega. If they can kill this Gyro again before he finishes the BKB, this could be pretty big. Oh, Farda's coming in with the Ghost Walk, and a nice one as well. Dispels the thing, but oh! They were ready for that. They were ready for that. And Farda, let's say, who did he walk into? Is it Solo with a gem? Yeah, Solo's got his gem. I think he picked it up about a couple of minutes ago, and they did expect that. Jerax is now going to be the one. He's in a bit of trouble. They're trying to turn it with a cooldown, a homing missile on its way. Mind Control and Kuroki, maybe with a wraparound. Could they try and fight this though? I don't think they fight without the Invoker, surely not. And it doesn't look like it. They want to keep themselves out of this one. Vega, they'll want to still go. If they can find something, they do. Kuroki. Oh, no. Oh, that is a beautiful crush. But where's the follow-up? Do they have it? Max being pop, Wall's being dropped. Shoma, can he get himself out? That's what he can. The stun onto the Matuma Man. Pasha pops the BKB. He's trying to get position. Eclipse is going to be up in 8 seconds. He might not even need it here. At the same time, Matuma Man's desperately trying to find himself a kill. The break cells coming through. Homing missiles there. Kuroki blinks in. Gets himself the kill with the Lucid Beam. Finds one. They'll take down the kill onto Matuma Man. Now they maybe try and look for more here. Remnanting in. Looking to see if they can catch out Kuroki. Solo's got the gem, but Kuroki will just be able to get himself away. And this time, the fight recap, showing us a little bit more. The gold swing, of course. The fact that they get Matuma Man. Very nice kill, again for the side of Vega, and they are really getting the momentum back in this one. Again, we'll probably see that close back towards the 0 mark. Kuroki's just getting that all-important vision up. Solo himself. He's nearly got that Yules done. Pasha, level 14 now. This Luna is becoming very scary. We've seen in these fights, she's just been allowed to walk around and get the free kills, drop the beams, get the Eclipse out. Talking about the Eclipse, she didn't even need to use that in the last fight. She's still got it. She's still got that ultimate. So if you want to come fighting, Pasha says, let's make it a date. Oh, Jarax. Oh, Jarax. Oh. Say your prayers there for the Shadow Demon. Not a lot of mercy from Solo and no one. That's exactly this. This is what Vega needs to keep doing, just finding these kills. And every fight that we've seen over the last 5 minutes has been going very well. Pasha. Do we try for this? 2 points in Exort. Sunstrike's not going to be big, and it's going to be a hard one to burst for. Let's see Bane come around the corner. Kuroki's not sticking around for that at all. Mind Control. He's still just level 11. He's kind of slowed down a lot, really, since he found the blink. We've seen him with some big crushes, but they've been a little bit too YOLO. Now they're YOLO Solo. But the YOLO might turn into an no-no. They've got the Orchid onto Pasha. That's going to hold them back. Matuma Man, he's got the missile flying through here. Did they try and go? No, I don't think they do with the Ember Spirit. They're just going to use the space to try and push this bottom tower. Mind Control takes it. Easy tower, easy life, more money for the man. And they will find that kill for more money for StarLadder. 1,200, 1,300 coming up for Kuroki. Let's have a look at the graph again. This is such a close game. I think these StarLadder games have been pretty fantastic. We were treated, of course, to Navi versus OG on day 1 here that I've been casting. Day 2, we had Navi versus Alliance. 2 very close series. Of course, the second one was a 2-0, but still, nonetheless, the games, they were by no means stomped. And this one, game 1, of course, this best of 3, looks to treat us to more of this fantastic Dota. 26 minutes in, 23-15. And no easy way of calling who's going to take the win here. It's kind of settled down now. Pasha, he's got a man to start on top of the BKB. The Luna has definitely worked out for Vega here. And Pasha's played it very nicely. Bottom lane, Fana, a little bit off point there with his wind. The Tornado will not connect, and Solo just walks it off. But yeah, the scoreboard for Pasha is going to look great. We can see already. Fana's still the one really making the huge flashy plays over on the side of Liquid. But in the last few fights, it's just not been enough. The fact that you have got this BKB here on Pasha, and the fact that she's nearly level 60. I smoked up now, Vega. They want to fight. Let's see if they can do anything with this. And they might just do it. Chains onto Matuma Man. Oh, that is a BKB. Very early on, potentially. Worried, of course, about more of a jump. But now if they decide to fight, Vega have got this window where there's no BKB on Matuma Man. And no one unsuccessfully dodging out the missile there. Kuroki going forward for the stun, but the Yaws is there for Solo. Now they turn on to Kuroki. They get the light strike out. Pasha with the BKB moving in with the Eclipse. Pound, 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 pound. Oh, the vacuum as well. That's going to be 2 going down. Double kill for this man. And now Matuma Man's trying to fight, but he's been left alone. There's a wall on his face. Another Matuma Man in the wall. A 3rd kill for Vega. They'll get the gem. I think that was that them getting the gem back, or did he? No, it was his own gem. But Gem is picked up once again, and okay. There we have it, tier 2, and that was the exact fight. Pasha's Luna absolutely turning up today. He's really done it. We were saying at the start, the lanes were getting crushed, but Pasha was still finding the farm. A lot rested on this guy, and they were fine to rely on him. They absolutely were. Fortification will come out. Liquid should be able to form some sort of defense here, but it's not looking great. Let's see what they can do. There's the tier 3 gone. Pasha moving in onto the racks, and with the man start as well, going to make sure there'll be a crush from Mind Control. They're trying to jump in, but Fata, look how much damage he's already taken from the glaives. He's got to get himself back out. This man has to get himself back to base and regen up. And the illusion's just melting through the range racks. They will back up now. Nice sunstrike, but that's all it is. It's not fantastic. And Liquid, I have to be very, very careful. If this happens again, that's going to be the racks gone in mid. One more fight from Vega, and they've more than got the pushing power to deal with this. Ember's got a lot of catching up to do, though. This is something that we haven't really talked about, but no one, as you can see on the net worth, is pretty far behind the Gyro and the Invoker. But at the moment, it's kind of fine, because this Luna is just so fat. How can they fight this? They don't have Eclipse. And Liquid may look to get away with this, and they will. There's going to be initiation with a vacuum of the wall. And they found the Roshan. Aegis will be picked up by Gyro. Matuma Man starting to fight, but look at the damage from Pasha ripping through this man. If they can bring him down, and they will, the next time he comes back up, he's not going to have the BKB. The Lucid Beam as well. Liquid's starting to run. Pasha is just too fat. There's a Fiend Script onto the Gyrocopter. Pasha, they'll take it down. There'll be a crush from mind control, but it's just a little bit too late. Pasha's still alive. Can they actually kill him? No. Kuroki's going to try and fight. He will get the kill with the Vendetta Strike, but no one moves in. They'll get the kill onto Kuroki. 4 dead on Liquid, and Liquid lose the fight. They get the kill on Pasha, but that was a fight that they came out of taking Roshan and taking the Aegis, and still Vega absolutely steamrolled them. Now they're going to have a little bit of a difficulty in pushing, maybe because they don't have the Luna, but with Solo, of course, getting at the fiery soul stacks, they can still hit pretty hard, pretty fast, and they may just be able to do this in the mid lane. They'll move in onto the range. It's only Jirax and Fada that's back up at the moment to defend, and that's your range rat's gone. Melee looking to be taken as well, and they looks like they've got it. The fortification, of course, was previously used to pop down the EMP, silence on some mag. No one, okay. Fada, is he just overstepped the mark? They don't have a Laguna Blade involved. Fada gets off the BKB, still trying to fight. He drops the Ice Wall. There's a disruption out onto no one, but he still gets the slide through. Aiming onto the racks, Laguna onto Jirax, popping him incredibly low. What the hit? There's a blink in with the crush. There's a Nightmare coming out defensively for Shoma. They'll actually burst down the Invoker. They get off the light strike. Solo's got to get himself out of this. Kuroki's moved in as well, trying to find no one. He'll put the one charges. Maybe in trouble here. Is he going to go down? He will. With a Vendetta Strike from Kuroki, they do find the kill onto the Ember Spirit. There's a missile onto Solo as well. Matuma Man and Mind Control moving forward. Can they get the crush hit? And they will. Straining onto the Lina. Solo, no escape from the man, but oh, the vacuum! Mag buys himself some time. Can they save Solo? He gets out the light strike. Solo, he's still alive, but he does go down. They will get the kill there with the cooldown. They'll find the kill on the Lina. And they do manage to keep the melee racks alive in the mid lane. And are they looking for more here? No, I think they'll hold back. Matuma Man, Mind Control decide against it. They know it's just the Darkseer and the Luna, but on Luna he does have Eclipse backup, and BKB now sitting on an Eagle Song as well. So the defense is successful, and the gem, of course, is recovered. Well, not recovered, just stolen from Solo, as they were able to get that Lina kill off the bat. Again, this game proving to show us back and forth, back and forth. In fact, interesting enough, after that fight, the amount of value that Vega had and the amount, the kills that Liquid got, puts them in a position where they actually have more of a lead than well, we'll see after it swings round. Vega, of course, at the back of that, taking the racks, had that lead, but I'm sure we're going to see that swing back down after that fight. We shall see, and the stats coming out of Pasha. I mean, this difference isn't going to get any smaller anytime soon. Pasha is keeping himself well ahead of the farm train. Gyro is a couple of light years away from an MKB. Well, to be more precise, about 3,200 gold here if he goes for the Demon Edge, which I'm sure he's going to have to. Once they know that Luna's got that butterfly in the works. Kuroki is a man who wants to find a kill. Is he going to go for it? He has got Mind Control on Solo. I think this could be a very easy pick-off if they jump for it, and they will. Strain him with the crush. Onto Solo. Oh no! They'll turn it around here. They've got the return, and they'll move in here with no one. He will get stunned up by the Impair, but it doesn't matter. That's going to be one going down. They find the kill, and now with the change onto Jirax, that kill not so easy at all. Vega find the 2 kills off the side of Liquid. Mind Control just hiding in the tree line. Praying that they don't come looking for him. He's got a blink, he's got a TP. Searching. 2 kills down, actually, that's going to pretty much recover, yeah. So it did start to swing back, but that fight certainly going to put Vega back in the driver's seat. Level 18 on your Luna. And bottom lane is the call. What have we got finished? The whole thing. The whole deal. Done for this Pasha Luna. 9 kills, 10 assists, 2 deaths. This Luna is, I mean, we've just seen, they just can't kill her. And with the evasion as well, they just can't even dream of killing her. And okay, so it's the helm on top of the BKB and the SMY, so we're not going to see an MKB come out anytime soon. So this evasion is just going to make this Luna so strong. You know, if she wasn't already, and she totally was. Pasha's Luna certainly getting well out of control here. But on top of the BKB, 2k gold. And, well, Solo working on his Aghanims. And he's not too far off it either. 1300 gold, and he'll have that in the bank. Things have settled off again. KuroKy, is he going to look for the plays? And jetted up and into the jungle we go. He's going on a hunt. See what he can find. Solo comes up here, but Solo, of course, lost the gem. Gonna go for the TP out, and he's gonna make it. KuroKy just a little bit unfortunate with the timing that he found that Lina. The Solo with some very good awareness, straight out. Jerax is coming through to join KuroKy as well, and KuroKy, so be careful here. There's 4 of them. And he'll blink out straight away. They're trying to chase here. KuroKy's out of the Vendetta. Now he could be in trouble. They get the slight into the change. They're moving the full 5-man. KuroKy, it's a nice ravage. But Mag, yeah, this is a kill. Nothing KuroKy can do to get himself out of that one, and in fact, Mind Control might be in trouble as well. They'll move forward. He has got a blink here now. It's going to be cancelled. They've got the control with the chains, and the wall has been chopped as well. A lot of hay onto Mind Control, and it's going to get them a kill. It does the job. And straight away, the creeps, they're already moving, breaking into the high ground in the mid lane, so Pasha says let's start to push. They're 2 heroes down on Liquid, and Liquid, they're going to need to answer this pretty quickly. They'll put the fortification, they will buy back on Mind Control, but I think Vega stick around. They have the BKB, they have the Eclipse. No reason to back off, and that's your tier 3 and maybe more. Pasha pummeling away at the barracks here. Where's the jump? They're going to need something. Tornado flies through. It will still catch Pasha. Mind Control ends up crushing no one just on the sidelines. Yours out. He's got the BKB. Can he get out in time? He's just holding on to this. Man knows no fear. He's not popping his BKB. Pasha says, I don't need a BKB. I'm just going to sit here and hit your racks. Mind Control crushes no one. Pasha's like, lads, I'm hitting your racks. Do you want to do something about me? And Matumba Man comes through. Now the BKB comes out. They will have the Eclipse as well, but he's saving it here. Waiting for the BKB to run out of Matumba Man. In fact, he doesn't even need to find the kill. The right clicks are too much. The glaives are bouncing around. They've found themselves too. KuroKy gets a nice stun off again, but no one's there with the movement forward. They'll have the Yours from Fighter controlling. There'll be a buyback from no one, in fact, to get himself into this fight. Now they'll turn attention back towards the racks. From Pasha is fairly low here, and KuroKy is closing in, so they may be being a bit careful. Mag might get caught out though. The sun's going to be up the point. They'll get the crush. So the strike's coming through as well. Mag, he's low. Can he live through this one? He's a bit tanky, and he's tanky enough. We'll start to retreat there with the blink. So they get themselves out. Mind Control. Blinking forward. Can he chase down Mag? Mag will put the Greaves here to remove the Amplify, and that'll do it. That'll do it. He's out. Good old Greaves saving him there, removing the Amplify, ensuring that StarLadder did not have the vision to get the jump correct. But all in all, base is defended. Buybacks were expended. And in fact, 3 of them as well. Very costly defense from Liquid. Very costly indeed. But it gets the job done. The bottom racks are still intact. But they're going to be very happy with that. Forcing out 3 buybacks. Not losing the Luna in the fight. Getting her out. No one, of course, himself, I believe he did buy back here. He did as well. Of course, we saw him buy back and get himself straight back in the fight. But he didn't die again. 9-8-50. And Liquid potentially need to find something out on the offensive themselves. They've only been playing for kind of the last 10 minutes in a sense that they're waiting for Vega to come to them. Maybe at the point where they can start to make the calls to them as a team on their side. Roshan's going to be up fairly shortly. It's going to be a shorter respawn time. This is going to be big for the side of Liquid if they can capitalize on it. Vega, they'll be very happy with trying to contest it. Pasha now, 3k gold on top of the Butterfly. Solo, he's got the Aghanims done. Also worth noting, he is level 16 here on the Lina. And what do you do? What do you do against this? Satanic was the purchase from Pasha. 5k net worth ahead of Fata. Pretty much a good 8k above that of the Gyrocopter. This is a huge issue. KuroKy, I might get spotted now if he comes in. There's a gem on Darks here. Mag's going to be the one carrying the gem. They're going to go for Roche themselves. This is going to be the be-all, end-all. Liquid need to do something big here. They're coming around the back. This has to be the best fight of their lives. It's going to be hard. Tornado comes through. It's going to get whiffed. There'll be a crush onto no one. The stun as well. But Pasha moves forward now with the Eclipse. And now the cooldown from Matuma Man. But Pasha with the right clicks. Just bursting him down low. They found one. They found two. Laguna Blade there from Solo through the BKB of the Gyrocopter. That's Matuma Man down for 96 seconds. Ribbon fall for no one. There's a vacuum back. Fart is going to fall as well. It's a triple kill for Solo. Mag getting himself a killing spree. And StarLadder the only one to live. Mind Control will escape. But there's 4 heroes falling on the side of Liquid. They're certainly not doing it today. And Vega will clean up Roshamp and almost just, well, definitely look for the push onto the Rex on the bottom lane. And this may be it. There's 60 seconds on the clock here. No Invoker, 90 seconds, so 60 seconds as well with no Gyrocopter. And it's going to be a very, very hard ordeal. And, oh, there we have it. Even the creep's having a bit of a nightmare.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
And this is it. The game potentially over now. Mid-racks to be gone. The saving grace could be that they do still have a tier 2 top, so we may not see Vega go all in for the push. They may play it safe and hold back, but they've got an Aegis on Luna. BKB's back off cooldown. Then they're going to go for the game. Straight onto the tier 4s. Let's see how good the push is. Well, we already know how good it is. It's pretty damn good. There'll be a fortification here in 12 seconds. Maybe we can see another fight. Oh, the Fiend's Grip onto Mind Control says no, and that's a StarLadder without buyback. Second tier 4 to fall here. That's Vega push on. Liquid are forced back to the base. The change just taunting them, holding them back. And the Ancient will start to fall. It looks like they're going to still give it one more shot here. There's your fortification. They need something big, Liquid. Invoker's back up. The wall's been dropped here, so they're going to have to walk through the Dark Sea Wall to get into the fight. And here we'll try it. Jarrett's is going to fall first, though. Vada just had the Shivas. Will pop it. No one moves forward. But the slide bursting down Kuroki. Kuroki's gone. Vada's got to BKB, but the Laguna Blade, the right click, so he heals himself here. But he's almost certainly still going to go. Matuma Man moving in with a cooldown. But Vada's gone. He's down and out for the count. Once again, still does not have that money for the buyback. Changed onto Matuma Man. They're looking for Pasha. Pasha's just looking for the Ancient. He's keeping objective-based gaming, and he's going to get it. GG is called. The game is over. And Vega do it. Liquid falling there to... It's the Pasha game, really. The performance on the Luna. Vega kept their cool in the early game, where Liquid just looked to be running all over them. They were getting kills all across the map. The lanes seemed to be a bit of a mess for Vega, but they kept their cool. They had Luna farming. Ends the game. Insane scoreboard. And as a team, they just played so well with those pushes, and Liquid just seemed to be a bit all over the place. You look at their lineup, you know, Kuroki hit some nice stuns, but the issue for them seemed to be the team fight just wasn't as strong as what Vega had. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 going to Vega Squadron as Liquid are taken down. Game 2 will be right around the corner, so don't go anywhere, as we'll be right back for some more Dota 2.
gaming bets. We accept bets on computer games online since 2011. Referral system for regular users and the first deposit bonus. Gaming devices store and the best choice of payment systems. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, Counter-Strike and StarCraft, World of Tanks and League of Legends. EGB.com. You know for sure who's going to win.
Remaining.
Exciting battles of the best teams in the world are back. StarLadder.TV and iLeague presents the new season of Star Series. More than 100 breathtaking battles of the strongest CIS, Europe, America, Asia, and China collectives are waiting for you. Only 12 best teams will get a ticket to the LAN final. The final battle will take place in the capital of Belarus, Minsk Arena Center, which can handle more than 18,000 fans. The prize pool is increased by more than 3 times, up to $300,000 US. From now, you can watch all battles of Star Series Season 13 on Dota TV for free. The best Dota 2 teams in the world on one stage. 12 candidates, 1 trophy. Watch our broadcasts and pick your favorite one.
Team Liquid's turn to Ten seconds remaining.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Odie Pixel. I'm back here for the Game 2 between Team Liquid and Vega Squadron. Don't worry though, because this time, I'm not on my own. I've got Rhyme here with me. Rhyme, how you doing?
Oh, vaguely okay, I'd say.
That's good.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Well, why oh dear, Rhyme? What was
I
the
like
oh dear?
seeing Wisp being played.
It's not something that we get to see a lot nowadays. It's pretty much, yeah, they always like to knock it out here. Understandably so against Vega. They're pretty good with the old lad. And, well, they'll take that, though. You know, you ban the Doom and the IO, you're going to take the SF for the Radiant, and that's a pretty good hero to have on that side, Brian.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to shut him down in the early game, and he's probably going to get his treads and mech and Aquila, so you have to work out what you're going to do to deal with him after that, because his laning phase is almost a complete given. And Tusk, and then maybe Queen of Pain. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so I guess this is 2 answers, 2 ways that you can try and deal with the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, the thing is, Liquid also run this Queen of Pain support, like Alliance do as well sometimes, but might be a little bit more likely to be middle against Shadow Fiend, but I think Radiant Shadow Fiend does really well against Queen of Pain, so maybe not.
Okay, let's see what do Vega go for now here. I mean, are they thinking of the Dazzle? Do you need to pick up a Dazzle this early, or is there other things that you favour?
You can pick up Dazzle at almost any point, and it's still probably good. The hero is insanely broken. Just waiting to see. Like you might see a Bane or something like that.
Ah, yeah, the Bane. The Bane, indeed. That's a popular one here for the boys. I want to think of the Gyro as well. Obviously, a hero that both of the teams favour. Last series we saw, in fact, Liquid picked it up first pick. The Gyrocopter.
Yeah, they pick Gyro almost any game in the first 2 picks. Sometimes they delay it a bit until 4th pick or something like that. But they pick it up, I think, in 70% of their games or something. Something quite silly. Vega just waiting a little bit. Might be Dazzle, might be Ember, might be almost anything really. It's quite hard to tell at this point.
Yeah, I'm taking the time with this. It's about halfway into the reserved coming up, so. I guess it's because they have got these options that we're talking about. You know, these very strong heroes. They want to make sure that they get the right one, because Liquid will of course be quick to ban it afterwards. But Vega, I wonder if are they still here? Yeah, they're still here.
I think so.
I mean, they're having trouble with this pick.
Yeah, they're really going through their reserve time. They are Gyro.
And it's the Gyro, yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so we knew it before they did, but as you said, probably them contemplating what do we prioritise? The Gyro, the Dazzle, and in this case, it's going to be the Gyro. We know that it's one of Pash's favoured heroes, And as I said, some of the Liquid might have looked to try and pick up again from the Timberman if it did slip through the draft later on. So
10 seconds.
getting the gyro.
I'd expect to see a Dazzle ban immediately from Vega.
5
Or
seconds remaining.
if they can get it, they'll be happy with it, but I doubt they get. Okay, they ban on dying, so they don't want
Team Liquid's turn
a complete
to ban.
horrific laning phase.
They did. I think they actually. I think it might be Liquid. But Undying was definitely banned in the first game by one of the sides, looking to take it away from the other Liquid. Now, what do they take away from Vega? I wonder if Bane is still going to be
10
something
seconds
that they might be worried about, or as you said, Dazzle still could be the one. It's actually going to be the Night Stalker. So one of the heroes that the Vega do like to run and literally run at you with. Now Vega with this ban, they don't obviously have the first pick coming out of this banning phase. So the question is, do they ban the Dazzle? And I mean, if they don't ban the Dazzle, Liquid will take it. Yeah, Liquid will surely take it.
Liquid might not.
Or would they just ban it?
actually be
They just
looking
ban it
for
themselves.
I think I'd rather see Vega ban it here. I think Liquid might still go for something like Invoker because they still pick it against Shadow Fiend middle quite a lot. They've also got heroes like TA and things like that, so Fodder's pool is quite large, I think, so he should be okay pretty much no matter what happens here.
I mean, I know it's early days, but is there any way that this draft is kind of opening up into a potential Matumba Man Huskar game? Or is the SF a big no-no for that?
10 seconds
SF
remaining.
is kind of a... Okay, they banned Jug instead, so
Team Liquid's
they don't want to
turn
deal with
ban.
that. Huskar is okay against Shadow Fiend and Gyro, but like you need to be ahead and you need to get quite far ahead. I think if you want to play Huskar against like 2 right clickers, you need something like a Dazzle
10
to keep you
seconds
alive,
remaining.
otherwise you're just going to evaporate. You're going to, at one point, they're going to show up with one more item than you expect, and suddenly they're right clicking you and you just die. And then your snowballing is halted.
Reserve time.
I think it's really going to be all about Dazzle placement, because as you said, if we see Liquid able to get that with a pick out of here, if they don't want to ban it, but as you said, maybe they've got other ideas and it would just be them trying to take the Dazzle away from Vega here with this bat. Well, we'll see as now it's going to be Liquid the ones taking their times with this decision.
I kind of want to see Vega pick up a Beastmaster this game. I really like that hero.
Oh,
Not for any
yeah.
particular reason, but I think they might be likely to pick it.
Mag's very good on it. He is very good on it. It could be definitely a viable option here for the man. It's actually going to be banning out the Clockwork, and they'll put the Dazzle. Okay, they get themselves the Dazzle. That's the way that this is going to go. Now Vega. Now, do they just get maybe get themselves the Bane here? I mean, Bane's still in the pool. It's favoured by a lot of the teams.
Yeah, I'm always kind of hesitant to pick up Bane against Tusk though, because Tusk is really good at cancelling Fiend's grip because he can just press snowball on you from the other side of the fight and he's going to cancel it. But sometimes if you have a Bane, it makes it quite difficult to actually do any roaming or anything like that. So Tusk is kind of fixed where he can actually be effective, so you won't be able to move too much around.
I wonder if Disruptor against, the Tusk, it's a hero that Vega run. Also the Witch Doctor, it's another hero that can capitalise on the fact that heroes going to be grouped up coming in on the Snowball. But they're going to go real in your face. They're going to pick themselves up the Spirit Breaker here. And I imagine I don't know if that'll necessarily be Mag playing it on their flame. Probably more likely to be solo on like a roaming Spirit Breaker, I'd imagine, to see it from Vega.
Most likely, I think. Okay, Ursa. Oh dear.
Vega Squadron.
Okay, is this the game for an Ursa?
I think it may well be. I think, like, if you're a Shadow Fiend or a Gyro and an Ursa's on you, you don't have a way to get away immediately. So, and you can't fight him. Because even though that's what your hero is meant to do with like your massive AOE damage, even if you're Shadow Fiend or Gyro, you just can't fight him at all. So you just have to run away during the time of his ulti. And he has a Dazzle on his side, so you can't exactly burst him. So they're going to have quite a bit of issues dealing with this Ursa.
I mean, they've got the Spirit Breaker. Is that not a bit of an issue for the Ursa? And they're going to take the Disruptor that I mentioned earlier. That's a nice pick, especially when you've got an Ursa trying to run at you as well. And you can, as I said, just try and counter how useful the Snowball's going to be. But yeah, Spirit Breaker, I mean, I guess as a Spirit Breaker, you can still be kind of disruptive to the Ursa when he's trying to lock down on a hero with the bashes.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker's good against Ursa because he can stop him during a BKB, so because Ursa's quite likely to pick that up. He can burst him if you catch him with like a Shadow Blade or something like that, because Ursa isn't actually a naturally very tanky hero, so that works, but you need Spirit Breaker to get quite a lot of farm to do that. I'm looking at this Disruptor pick, and it's really good against Quap. It's kind of okay against Dazzle, and it's quite good against counter-initiating the Tusk. But if Team Liquid decide that they want to run Quap support and then they just want to pick some middle for Vega, like maybe TA or something like that, then it could be quite annoying for Vega, because they'll just have a disruptor that can't really do very much.
We'll see what Vega do ban out here, whether they are thinking that there is the potential for the squad to be that roaming kind of support Quap, as you said, that Liquid do run, or if they're more worried about a stronger support being picked up here by the side.
Maybe if they ban Invoker here. Oh, Beastmaster.
Ooh,
okay, they don't want to go over to
yeah.
Beastmaster. They don't want to get pushed to hell.
Okay, I mean, I was going to wonder if, as you said, if Vega were going to want to pick that up themselves, but I guess there was always the risk of
I think the Spirit Breaker already kind of fills that position.
Yeah, I guess as well the Beastmaster ban, that was more targeted towards the mid lane Beastmaster for Farta playing it.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah, so they are suspecting exactly what, but yeah, that it's a support Quap, and we'll see indeed if Farta's hero comes out now.
10 seconds.
Come on, pick Invoker, you know you want to, just do it. Come on, excellent.
It was pretty good game one. It was pretty good, but it didn't win the game. He lost his life a few times at the end. He had, it was about 14 for 3. Went for the Quads Wex build. We'll see if he's going to feel confident doing it again. I mean, looking at the lineup, this is an alright game for Invoker.
It's a decent game for Coswex Invoker, but there's going to be quite a few beekeepers, so he's going to need to do quite a lot before the beekeepers come out. So maybe it's not quite the best game for him. Maybe something like TA, or I don't know, even something like Lina to do better against the Shadow Fiend, but then again he's vulnerable to Spirit Breaker charges if he does that. Could even see something like an Ember, but the Shadow Fiend is kind of confident in that lane.
Ember is, yeah, you're right, the Ember is still in the pool actually.
But I don't think either team is intensely likely to pick it up.
No, yeah, not with the SF already out for Vega, that's going to be no one playing it, and yeah, as you said, maybe not. And
alright, hold on.
Okay.
I think it's just going to be middle,
So,
top, then
yeah.
Omni-Knight's going to be doing something bottom lane, I assume. So
Okay.
Omni Ursa.
So yeah, who's Mind Control going to be playing here? Tusk. It's going to be Mind Control Tusk, isn't it?
I'd assume so,
Yeah.
and then yeah. But it could be Omni offlane, but...
Omni Knight final pick. Fancy that. And
10
are you
seconds.
liking it? Does it make sense here for Liquid?
If he gets his levels quite quickly, then I'd say it's going to be quite effective, but Spirit Breaker is pretty good against them. And they pick up Shadow Demon for the Purge, so that's quite good. And Shadow Demon is generally very good against Ursa because you can kite him, you can disrupt the target he goes on because Ursa's, by definition, a very single target. So that's a good pick from Vega coming out. But I'm not really sold on the support duo of Shadow Demon and Disruptor. They kind of, I don't want to say they do the same thing, but they just, neither of them does a huge amount of damage by themselves, so they're going to be very reliant on their cores to actually do the damage in the early game. And Shadow Fiend, he can do damage, but he'll have to expose himself to Quap to do that.
Okay, well, let's see how this goes down. Obviously, this series so far, one game up Vega against the side of Liquid, so Liquid are going to need to pull it back here in game 2. And let's see if the Ursa indeed is going to be enough to do that. And just quick about Rhyme, have you got open mic on?
I do have it on in game, I believe.
Oh,
I
okay.
can just check.
Chat is wrong. Come on, chat, step it up. Someone said you didn't.
I might. No, it disabled. Apparently they're wrong.
Oh, chat was right.
I'm wrong, and they're right.
Yeah, Rhyme was left, chat was right. There we have
Oh,
it.
for God's sake.
Here we have it. So straight into game 2. It's myself, OD Pixel, here with Rhyme. This is the StarLadder EU portion, and we've got game 2 here between Vega and Team Liquid. Over on the side of Vega will be Solo on the Shadow Demon, Mag on that Spirit Breaker Pasha on his Gyro, no one on the SF, and Shoma on the Disruptor. And over on the side of Liquid, Matumba Man, Ursa, Farta Quap, Kuroki, Dazzle, Mind Control, Omni Knight, Jerax, Tusk, and they're ready to go with this smoke. And any lineup that's going to have a Tusk, they're going to be ready to fight. The question is, Vega going to be ready for them? Shoma the Slayer could be the one that's going to take this straight in. I think this man may be going to pop down the kinetic field. Can he get himself out? No, that's your first blood. 1 kill here for the side. They're actually trying to fight here. The races from no one doing quite a bit, but it looks like Liquid are doing quite a bit more. Moving in, trying to find more here. They'll get the disruption out, holding back one of them. Matumba Man's going to be held in place. And the rest of them, looks like they'll get out. No, the Snowball's there again. They're moving on to Mag. Heal bomb. Mag's fairly
be a bit careful.
Mind Control is kind of on the high ground. They'll get the kill onto Mag, so a second kill here Now, can Vega try and at least find something off the back of this? They're looking for the body blocks. Pasha's moving in. Actually went for level 1 flat cannon there for that fight rather than the rocket barrage. And,
yeah, I'm not sure that was the right call. But...
And, okay.
Again, here goes the snowball.
This is going to be a third kill.
Oh, dear. Yeah, we got double healed by Omni and Dazzle. That was painful.
Purification and the Shadow Wave, indeed. Alright, so Tusk, pretty good hero to have when you look for the level 1 fights, right?
Yeah, the Tusk Dazzle with the Snowball Heal Bomb, they've got Queen of Pain, they've got Ursa for an AoE slow and damage. I'd say they've got a pretty good level 1 lineup, and as a result they get 3 kills, they get 2 bounty runes, and Shadow Fiend is almost an entire level behind Queen of Pain. Not exactly what you want to happen.
And look at these lanes as well. So it's going to be Mind Control Omni Knight on the solo lane. You're going to have Tusk sitting mid, babysitting the Quap. Kuroki's going to be top, helping out the Timberman against Mag. And I can't help but feeling these lanes... I mean, how are they going to go for Liquid? They've obviously got that booster. Are you liking the lane matchups that they found this game?
Well, given that they've got the early advantage from that fight, I think their lanes are going to be absolutely fine. I think if you're a Disruptor and you're looking at the idea of zoning out an Omni who's already level 2, I think that's quite difficult, because if they ever try and go on him, he's just going to press Repel. They can't glimpse him if he's got Repel up. They can't burst him or
top lane.
fight him.
I think Mag's dead. Level 1 bash isn't going to save you from this man chasing. He pops us out. It's not enough. Another kill for Liquid. Mid lane, going in onto solo, trying to go with the right clicks. Shadow Strike will tick him down, won't find that. But again, just finding that kill there with his duo. And Mag, well, he's got level 2 now, so he'll be a little bit safer with the charge, but just making the jump at the right time there. And no one.
Be careful.
There's a snowball as well coming through there. What with the disruption? If they could get the vision, they might just go for it, but no, they can't quite get it. Shadow Fiend's going to be fine, but as expected, receiving a lot of hate from this mid lane, and still just about a full level behind the Quap.
I really like that Matuma Man picks up the early Orb of Venom. In the games before, when we saw Dityara playing the Ursa, he didn't actually pick up the early Orb of Venom, even when he was leaning against something like Doom. So he had lots of trouble actually killing him. But Matuma Man has no such issues, and Mag is not having a fun time. And he might even almost die here. Okay. Matuma Man deciding that Mag's life is to be spared.
But indeed, this seems to be going very well for the side. Liquid. Worth noting as well that I don't know if you caught any of the last game, but the beginning of the game was going very good for Liquid as well. It started off with 11 for 1 on the scoreboard, but they did end up giving it away. And I guess when you look over the side of Vega, the fact that they have got no one on this Shadow Fiend, this hero in this position, no matter what the start's like, there's always the potential for him to catch up, isn't there?
Indeed, Shadow Fiend on Radiant, even if his laning phase goes much worse than this, say, he will still have the jungle to go for you. He's got like a 3 stack on the big camp. Hasn't got any medium camp stacks, but Mind Control decided that pulling is not allowed, and he's actually just going to take it all probably with his heal in a second. But he's going to get it all. He doesn't even need to heal.
Right, look at this Pro CS. Oh,
there we go.
And now he's just going to run it. Seamer Slayer, give him a right slap mid lane. Okay, another kill. No one goes down. Jerax move forward with the Quap. And more than enough to burst him. I mean, he's got to be so careful, especially when they have kind of left this SF on his own. We're not really seeing any kind of supports hanging around trying to help him. And Solo, he's still sitting on the Shadow Demon, and he hasn't received a single ounce of XP yet.
Yeah, he's been entirely focused on just stacking and sitting around middle, but in the single moment that he left, there's just immediately a snowball, and then Shadow Fiend is dead. So, there's just, once Queen of Pain gets high levels and Scream, and she has boots or whatever, she's gonna get a bottle and a full one now. She doesn't have boots quite yet, but they can actually just dive the tower almost if Shadow Demon isn't there, so it's quite a scary name. Jerax decides that he wants to visit the stack because he got chased in there by Solo and Seamer.
Did he just stack it for them? No, I was gonna say he didn't. It was close. Jerax needs to be careful here. I think he realises he's in a bit of no man's land. Solo is gonna come looking for him. He's got a disruption. Jerax has got a snowball and a shard.
He blocks him here. Oh, he's gonna...
Oh, denied to creeps.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Space created.
Mag forced to charge middle because of the Ursa.
Yeah, so how's CS go? 26 for 6 at the same time. Pash is having a really good time with this gyro. He's yeah, I mean, this must be pretty much close to perfect CS here for this gyrocopter.
I think so. I think he's missed one maybe, but Mind controls. Oh dear. Alright then. Pasha's fine with that one.
So Pasha's having a great lane, and this is the man you need to be a bit careful about, because last game he won the game with his Luna, and good start for the gyro. You know, kind of regardless of everything else that's happened in the first 5 minutes for the side of Vega.
Yeah, I think Omni just got really overconfident there. Once Gyro gets up phase boots or whatever, melee heroes just don't really have a chance.
Oh yeah, off we
He's
go.
away.
He's done. Nope, doesn't want to be in that lane. He wants to be in the trees.
He has Charger. They have no way of killing him because I think the Tusk Snowball is is slower than the. I think it's slower than the charge because he's got even if 1 point in it, you won't catch him in time.
Has SF done? SF's not yet going to go and do in the stacks. I guess. Well, he's got level 3 raise. What point does no one head back and look for these stacks? Because they've got to be a little bit... I guess they don't have to be too worried of Liquid taking it, because they don't really have any way to clear it, apart from if the Quap comes over with a Sonic Wave, but...
Yeah, they don't really have a very good way. Okay, they've just got Quap ulti and Tusk is already moving up to the hill, so they might just snowball him now. They see him, they like lost vision of him, now they're placing the ward so they can always see him. Mag's trying to get something top, but they're getting quite a lot of damage on this tier 2 actually.
Yeah, the push is certainly working out from Liquid, and Vega don't really have a way to stop it. There's a disruption here onto Jerax, but Jerax, he's still got a snowball, and he's not actually going to use it here to look for the kill. Doesn't want to throw away his own life.
It's only level 1, so... Oh no, they decided Seema must die.
Yeah, they field will trap Matumba.
No. He's dead anyway, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, by the turn.
Places the ward as he dies, right in front of them when Jerax had sentries, but they didn't notice it, so that's quite fortunate. Oh, they placed the sentry, so no one, even in Invis, is gonna... They're just going on it. Okay.
Yep, straight in with the snowball.
Oh, no one.
Deleted
he just
the
dropped
Sonic
the body on nothing.
And now with the cooldown,
and now he's
excuse
dead.
Me, they're
and
getting
Jerax
kills.
As well.
I mean, yes, they killed Shadow Fiend, but Quapolt's gone now for 2 minutes, and Pasha gets a double kill. I think Vega are alright with that.
Yeah, Quap just went in when she had no reason to. The Shadow Fiend was already dead just from the Dazzle and the Tusk and the Ursa. And now Ursa's just going to move bottom, so Gyro feels less confident just going to farm that lane. And now they're actually just going to go farm this stack. Don't know if Gyro wants to help out a Shadow Fiend buddy, but... No, it seems like he's just going to leave him to his own devices. Quap picking up treads, Shadow Fiend yet to pick up boots, but I think this is almost kind of expected. Now notice that this Shadow Demon would be completely dead here if I did have ulti. But... as a result, he's just going to walk off.
Well, they're still going to stick around a little bit. No one bottling up, and well, no one is there with raises. And okay, Snowball will fly through. They're actually going to get the damage onto Jerax. Jerax has got Kuroki back. Kuroki does have a grave, but Kuroki, I believe he couldn't just find the range for the grave there, and even if he could, it was a little bit too fast. Just couldn't get close enough anyway. Yeah, so couldn't save the Tusk.
Oh, this could be a disaster. Oh no.
Oh, Pasha.
I just claimed the free kill on Omni and then hoped.
Oh
no, he's too scared.
The ult, so
if he walked into that rush, he would have died actually, I think. Because he wouldn't have had the cooldown slow afterwards, so... Okay, there's a haste rune on the quad, and Mag is getting quite close to level 6, so both of these heroes are going to try and do something, so there's probably going to be a fight coming up soon.
I mean, this was obviously very nice for Liquid, the fact that they did get away with that Aegis attempt. That's on Ursa at the moment. And, well, top lane, Mag just soaking up some of the XP. He's going to have level 6. I mean, I guess you can't really go for a kill onto Kuroki here. Yeah,
Kuroki's just picked up this belt of strength. He realises that Spirit Breaker might be a bit of a annoyance, so he's just making himself safe from that.
You got Quap ult back up in 5 seconds.
And they're going on Seema.
And Seema is...
Don't Quap out this, come on. Nice.
He'll save it this time.
Shadow Fiend catching up almost completely now. He's sitting 1k below the Quap on net worth, but he's same level, similar items, so... I think no one's doing just fine at this point.
And Pasha is moving in. Jax is going to be okay. Pasha might not be. No, he certainly isn't. They'll take that kill.
They're just throwing this Ursa at the Gyro because there's not much a Gyro can do against Ursa at this point in the game. He doesn't even need Blink Dagger, he just needs to literally just run at him in every fight, and Gyro can't do anything.
And Solo's in a lot of trouble.
Solo just walks away. Come on.
He needs some kind of help.
This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
Solo's still alive here.
Mag forced to charge away. He's going to be charging the creep's top lane. Kuroki pushing a tier 2 by himself.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And this Kuroki just picking up the treads, so he's actually just going for this tower damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So at the moment, 10 minutes in, it is Pasha still at the top of the net worth. It's 5-11 on the board. The difference between the two teams, I don't know, nothing crazy.
Radiant's bottom
So Vega still have every chance. There's going to be a charge onto Mind Control with another strike as well. No chance for Mind Control to do anything. Quick
He
and
could have
easy
got
pick
a
off.
heal off if he didn't get bashed immediately after that ult. He's going to be quite annoyed about that. And I think with Ursa being there, that was a good chance he would have survived. Oh, Jerax really realising just in time that walking up hills without vision against Shadow Fiend isn't a good idea.
Well, we might see something happen here. No one's just going to go for the TP. Oh, he's not going to make it. Those snowballs there in time. Oh, the raise.
The raise.
Oh, still gets the kill. There's a disruption out, but it'll still go down almost. So looking for the... Oh, he gets it off. He got it off. It's a lot of damage, but they won't be able to capitalise on it. Solo's trying to move in. But a little bit unfortunate there for the Vega that they couldn't do anything with the fact that he got the ult off.
under attack.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that Spirit Breaker wasn't able to do anything after that kill on the Omni. They're just leaving this Dazzle up here alone by himself completely. He's just going quick Treads Medallion, and if you look, he's actually level 8, and the Vega supports are both level 5, so there's a huge level disparity of 4 at this point in the game between them.
Carry Dazzle. It's working out. I mean, getting those levels, getting that farm, as you said, the Medallion. Next row, she's going to be even easier for the side.
I think they've realised the only way that Dazzle isn't going to be helpful this game is if he's just completely nullified and he tries to fight in these early game fights and then can't do anything at all. And now they're walking down with, as soon as he gets his Treads Medallion and a ward, he's just going to run bot, and then now they're going to look for a fight. They've got almost all 5 heroes in range, so...
Pasha. He's
His
gone.
blink.
He is gone. The damage from this Ursa. They do have a disruption. Can they try and turn it? They'll get the raises through. Matt can be forward as well with the charge onto Jerax, trying to disrupt this all. They'll pop the Aegis. Aegis is going to go down. They'll be the hill onto Fada. They're trying to move back in onto Mag. Fairly tanky. Timberman's going to blink himself straight in, looking for more. They're trying to find the slow onto Solo. Kuroki actually ended up killing the Spirit Breaker there. So Liquid get away with this one. 2 kills. They did lose the Aegis for it, but a nice fight for them nonetheless.
Yeah, that Aegis was like maybe 3 minutes.
Must have been close, yeah.
It was like 2 minutes until it was going to run out, so that was good. Seema is getting snowball top and Cop's coming in. He's just dead. He did get us level 6 though, so he won't be completely unhappy about that.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So Liquid are just trying to take this tier 1 middle, and I assume they're going to draw their attention towards the tier 1 bot, where Pasha currently is. And Pasha needs to be very careful. They ping him and they know they want to kill him right now. And he's running straight towards them.
Yeah, this Jara's in a lot of trouble. Timberman, of course, with the blink phase.
Yeah,
Pasha.
they're going to spot him just around this corner. Come on, you need to run.
They're going to
He's
go looking
barely
for
going to get away with his life.
Radiant's top tower is under
He's a
attack.
lucky man. A very lucky man. He has no TP for 40 seconds, though. Yeah, he's just going to walk it off. Gets
And Mag
himself out.
is really not doing so well in this game. He's sitting on 0 and 3, level 7 at 13 minutes. He's not going to get like the treads, the shadow bait that you really ideally almost need in this game
Radiant structures
to be effective against heroes like Quap or Ursa. So okay, they find out Pasha, but they don't have the tools to kill him currently. They're pushing the bot tower, so Liquid will be quite happy with this trade. Well, not exactly a trade, just more like a free tower
Radiant's
ransacking.
bottom tower is under attack.
Jera's still keeping eyes on Pasha.
Has fallen.
Pada's
If he
actually headed
shards
up to
this
top.
group, it will be so annoying. Come on.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You got it.
Okay, so Fasa's going to pick up his Yule Scepter now, so he realizes that he might have problems with Spirit Breaker in the future, so it's always good to cancel charges so you don't end up getting bashed, and bashed again.
I guess what's quite nice about it as well is you look at ways for them to cancel the Requiem and they just don't have them. They
Yeah,
need
they're
that
pretty
image.
much, they were reliant on
Yeah.
Snowball to do anything, and then as soon as the Snowball hit him, he decided he was just going to Requiem straight away because that was it. There was nothing left. And it's also okay against the Disruptor.
Oh, moving
There's the
in.
Poison Touch.
Shaman's going
And
to
he
go for
doesn't
TP
have
out.
yours because he used it to cancel the charge, so it wasn't. No one is getting gone on, getting immediate disruption.
Oh, gets off the ult, but Timber down there with his own ult, negating a lot of the damage. They're moving for more as well, so like, it's been used up. They found the Shadow Fiend. They'll get themselves a second as well. Double kill for Kuroki. This man, I mean, you look at the stats, and it is pretty much carry Dazzle on the board. 5 kills, 3 assists, hasn't died at all.
Yep, and this is what you want. He has complete effectiveness in these fights now. He can do whatever he wants. There's no risks of him dying in these fights because they just can't get on him. And the only hero that could really pose a threat to him is the Spirit Breaker. But Spirit Breaker isn't doing so well. He's how many? Okay, he's sitting on 2.2k net worth behind the Shadow Demon, who was level 1 until about 5 minutes. So yeah. They don't really have a way to start fights. They just kind of have to hope that Liquid choose bad ones. So that's never a position you really want to be in. And Mind Control was healing creeps just to get 1 CS.
I mean, this point as well. He's got to finish Solar Crest 15 minutes in on the Dazzle. That's. Yep. I mean, this Ursa's not dying. This Ursa is not going to die.
Yeah, and if they get the Ursa onto the Gyro and they use Solar Crest on him, he's going to get 4-shot or something like that. Because he's going for a Yasha instead of like a Sanj or something like that. I suppose going for Sanj or tanky items would almost be completely useless because Ursa's going to kill you no matter what you have. So just max out your damage and farm rate and hope that you can get more items more quickly.
It's just going to be very hard for the side of Vega to stop. They need a pretty big fight. They still haven't got that mech on the Shadow Fiend. Tier 2 will go down. There we go, it's gone. Shards aren't going to catch anyone, but still Liquid very happy with the position they're in this game, and it's showing on the graph coming up to 10k lead. Roshan's going to be back up in a minute. It's one of the shorter respawn times, so with an Aegis under their belt, they'll almost certainly go to look for more, and Vega are starting to move out of the base here.
Well, Vega are going to have a little bit of a point where they can maybe take a fight when they hit level 11 on Shadow Fiend with his mech.
Oh, was that a glimpse?
Yeah, that was a glimpse.
That was a glimpse. The shortest glimpse.
Moved for 4 seconds. So.
Disruption is on to Matuma Man holding him back, but he'll still blink in.
No.
Solo's gone.
Didn't drop the Shadow Poison behind him when he disrupted him, so Matuma Man didn't get hit by the illusions, and then he just blinked out of the disruption and straight onto Solo.
Matuma Man trying to get himself through this. He's been repelled up. He wants to chase. There's a Yules onto Pasha. More blood for Liquid. Oh, they'll get it. Another kill for the side. Kuroki doing his best in the mid lane.
This is where you use Clock Ulti.
And there was a big one as well. Double kill. They will find the kill with the raises. But that is it. And I've got to be honest, this lineup from Liquid that they brought to this game it's perfect. It's just working so well as a team with this kind of momentum that we've got. And there's a basher now on Matumba Man at the 17-minute mark.
Yeah, I can't help but feel like giving them Dazzle in this game was a mistake. You've got your 2 cores that can actually do damage are Gyro and Shadow Fiend. Okay, so Shadow Fiend in the mid game he's fine with doing magic damage, so he's kind of okay against Dazzle for the most part. But Gyro is completely dependent on flat cannon almost.
Oh, Kuroki!
So as soon as you hit mid-game,
the carrier's in trouble here. He's been repelled. He's fine. Does he charge from Mag?
Mag is going in.
Can they do this? And they put the purge down onto Kuroki. He's getting healed up. Can they kill Kuroki? No, miss.
No.
No, they cannot kill Kuroki. Maybe they can kill it. No. There's a snowball. The bashes are coming out. Kuroki, will he live through this one? Kuroki, he's alive. He gets the kill. He takes down Mag. And now they're just going back in. The shards won't catch anyone, but Matuma Man is looking for the bash. Can you find the bash? Where's the bash? Didn't find the bash. Didn't get a bash. No bashes there from the man. But Kuroki, I mean, they just can't kill anyone on the side. They're just keeping each other alive in each of these fights, and Vega just aren't doing it in this game.
It's the fact that this Brave is 5 seconds and the Omni heal purification is only 10-second cooldown, so we used it earlier and then they realised Daz was getting gone on, so he doesn't use heal for the entire time, waits for the Grave to run out, and then immediately purifications in. So Kuroki doesn't die, and then they get the kill. So they're just going to take a row for free. They're not using the Solar Crest on it for some reason. Okay, now they decide they want to do that. Mag is just trying to get what he can on bot, but Solo is just taking every single creep. I don't think Mag's too happy about that.
This has got to be a bit of an issue when you're running Radiant Shadow Fiend and he's got less net worth than Dazzle.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that would be ideal, to be honest. But yeah, nothing really worked out. They put the Shadow Demon middle expecting it to kind of deal with the Tusk and Queen of Pain, so the Shadow Fiend wouldn't turbo feed, but it's just kind of happened anyway. I think it was as soon as he left the lane, he immediately died, and then Solo left the lane again, then he immediately dies. It's just, they just had tabs on him, so they knew when to go and when to play safe.
Oh, this is another tower here for the side of Liquid. They'll take themselves to tier 2. on the bottom lane. We'll see if they decide to go for more. They have got that Aegis. And,
So Mind Control realizing that the only actual damage that's going through is magic at this point, so he just picks up a Glimmer Cape. So I would be very surprised to see any member of Liquid die from here on out. They've just got so much to keep them alive. Pasha's being very speedy. He's just got a Kobold with speed creep following him around, and he's just going to be pushing this top tower. But he may need to return him.
And look at the cooldown out, trying to push them back. Glimpse and Static Storm catching out Fodder, but he uses himself, buying some time here. And all the ult from Manu won't catch Fodder, but he still walks it off. No one gets off the Requiem, trying to fight with the raises. Matuma Man getting kited, he will get charged as well, but the Purification is there. They just cannot kill him. They'll in fact bring him for more. Straight in with the heal bomb as well. Sonic Wave, double kill for Vata. And now even more being looked for by Liquid. Mag stuck in the shards. And we'll quite be able to finish him off it. Fodder with the screen, bringing him low. Mag's going to live. And we'll pop the Aegis on Matuma Man. But being forced right back to the fountain. Glimpse, bringing back the Ursa. He gets Glimmer caped up, buyback from Solo. The heals are there. Matuma Man's finding the snowball as well. The charge chasing the snowball back. He's going to commit for this. They need something big here, Vega. Can they find it? The heals will be on to Jerax. Matuma Man disrupted up. They need to find something big here. Can they get the Ursa kill? Maybe they can. He's life stealing up. No, he's going to go down. A huge kill there for Vega. Can they find anything more? There's the glimpse back onto Mind Control. Charged as well. Shards get thrown back, but Mind Control's going to go down. Nothing they can do to save him. So they do have to buy back their Vega, but they find 2 big kills, and they do actually end up keeping their Rex alive on the bottom lane.
Yeah, buybacks coming out from Shadow Demon and Shadow Fiend. Liquid decided to dive past and then they were like diving the fountain almost, so I would say that maybe a bit overconfident, but I think it was just like a natural progression of the fight, so it's just kind of what happened. No one and Bag have a creep wave middle. They might try and do something, but there's just going to be Vega here, who's now picked up his axe, so his next spot body is going to have shorter cooldown and more damage. So he's going to be a bit more effective in these fights.
Mag?
Bag, oh dear.
Not the place he wanted to be there. Another kill into Kuroki.
Kuroki just buys a mech casually. That's just what you do when you're carried as a Brandon. My Control just repelling himself and finding the middle lane. No one from Vega has anything to say about this because they can't. And Ursa picks up a solo kill on the Gyro, so expect them to push high ground once again. Immediate pinging on the tier 4, or tier 3 rather.
Oh, and Solo, he's been caught out as well. So we're pretty much seeing just 3 heroes of Vega just getting caught out all on their own. Mag in the Dire jungle, Solo in the Radiant jungle, Pasha in lane on his own. So maybe a little bit too confident with going straight back out into the map after they took those 2 kills on the defense.
But Mag does have treads. He does have treads, so all is not lost. He hits a little bit faster. So okay, so Gyro's going to come up. And he's going to probably try and ulti the next creep wave and flag it down, and Fasha just blinks in and kills Seema.
Easy kill for the man. He's dead. No buyback as well in this disrupt, so they're not going to have him for this defense. Sentry gets popped down as well.
Yeah, this Rex is gone.
No, and again another Sentry, they found no one. Oh, the Shards they trap in fact, and they'll get the cooldown, but the damage from Matuma Man. Pasha is going to fall, double kill for Fata. There'll be a charge from Mag, but Matuma Man's still fine. He's looking to go back and let me just work on the racks this time. Gets himself in position. They're just letting Fata pick off the kills on the side. Now we'll jump back in onto Mag. Mag gets off the Nether Strike here, but the ult's coming through with the Tusk Snowball as well. GG, well played, scored. It's all too much for Vega. And Liquid take game 2 in very convincing fashion. 33-11. The Ursa was too strong in the Dazzle. We talked about the Dazzle in the draft. They didn't ban it, Vega. They opted for banning, I believe, the Undying instead. But I can't help but feel they would have rather played up against an Undying than the Kuroki Dazzle, because Kuroki had an absolute game there. 8 kills, 6 assists, didn't die at all.
Yeah, they just, as soon as Ursa got to his phase boots plus a bit more gold, and they got Roche, he immediately left the lane, went to get Roche, and then sat on bot lane. So Gyro didn't really know where to go. Dazzle was given free reign on the top lane, almost getting a tier 2 by himself, and farming by himself for maybe like 7 minutes or something like that. And then, as soon as they get the Ursa Blink Dagger, Dazzle just smokes down, and they get a kill middle, and they take the tower bot, they take the tower middle, and then they just keep pushing as 5, taking repeated team fights with like the Solar Crest, with the Yules, whatever, what have you. And there was just nothing that Vega could do.
There we have it. Liquid, they take the victory in a lot of style as well, and it's going to put this into an equalizer. So we will be back for Game 3 between Liquid and Vega very, very shortly. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 will be right around the corner. With myself, Only Pixel and Ryan. We'll see you in a bit.
price on computer games online since 2011. Referral system for regular users and the first deposit bonus. Gaming devices store and the best choice of payment systems. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, Counter-Strike and StarCraft, World of Tanks and League of Legends. EGB.com. You know for sure who's going to win. Exciting battles of the best teams in the world are back. StarLadder.TV and iLeague presents the new season of Star Series. More than 100 breathtaking battles of the strongest CIS, Europe, America, Asia, and China collectives are waiting for you. Only 12 best teams will get a ticket to the LAN final. The final battle will take place in the capital of Belarus, Minsk Arena Center, which can handle more than 18,000 fans. The prize pool is increased by more than 3 times, up to $300,000 US. From now, you can watch all battles of Star Series Season 13 on Dota TV for free. The best Dota 2 teams in the world on one stage. 12 candidates, 1 trophy. Watch our broadcasts and pick your favorite one.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to more coverage here of the StarLadder EU. I'm ODPixel, and I'm here with my boy Rhyme. The draft is well underway, and Rhyme, how you doing, Rhyme?
Doing completely fine, I believe.
That's good. Oh, and
they change it up. They ban the Tusk first, they get the same Shadow Fiend first pick. Team Liquid decide to pick up the Dazzle even earlier than before, and they pick up Bane for Vega. So, I think they want to have a hero that's a little bit better at kind of helping Shadow Fiend in the middle lane. They're still going to ban Undying, so they're still worried about that.
I mean, I do love the first pick Dazzle. I mean, it's just so good for Liquid. Kuroki was just insane. A lot of it was down to the fact that he did get a lot of space. We saw him pretty much sit top, and as you remember saying, that there was a point where he was level 8, the supports of Vega were level 4, but it totally worked out for them, just giving the Dazzle that space, getting him a good timing on the medallion, and then in the fights that kind of ensued after it, Kuroki was just an absolute terror for Vega to deal with it, and they just couldn't. They didn't kill him at all by the end of the game. And just the combination with the Ursa as well. I mean, that's the question here. Do you even think about banning out the Ursa? Or do you feel a little bit more confident with the control now that you have got that Bane?
I think you'd feel a little bit more confident if you have the Bane, but Shadow Demon was very good hero against the Ursa anyway, so maybe they do feel a bit worried about it. But it was more so, it wasn't really like they were intentionally leaving Dazzle in lane, it was just a very natural progression. As soon as Ursa went for the Roche, Dazzle just kind of filled in that role. So... and then it just felt like they had 4 cores when Vega were running off like 1.5, so... yeah, they ban out the Ursa, they don't want that to happen again. The Bear Man is very scary indeed.
Yeah, totally understandable after the last game's performance. And Liquid now with their bans, so they banned out the Solo Lina. I like that one. Vega, they're very good with the hero. Solo always gets really decent timing on the farm. Obviously works very nicely with the Bane as well. And also makes life a little harder for the Dazzle. You know, you've got to be very early with the Graves if you're worried about huge burst damage coming through.
Okay, if we're going into bonus time, they might want to ban Ember or something like that. I could see Vega trying to pick that up for the safe lane. Even though they do have Dazzle, which is kind of good against Ember, I think they might still be interested in getting rid of it. I'm just looking at what Team Liquid are going to want to pick. I think you might end up seeing a Gyro for them this time, because of the way these picks have worked out. Kind of curious. I think this Quap is almost definitely going to be middle again, but Bane might be a bit of a deterrence for that.
Okay. I guess as you said, at least Liquid have got the option if they want to switch around. They ban out the clock again. They really don't like the clock, and they will pick up the Juggernaut. I mean, that's a hero that we also saw Vega ban out against Liquid, so they don't really want to have a game with the SF where he's got to worry about the Juggernaut, and I mean, Juggernaut, smart pick here from Liquid?
I think so. The Omnislash is very good at making sure Shadow Fiend dies. He's just generally good at in lane. He's quite scary with Blade Fury. It's difficult to pick an offlaner that will feel comfortable laning against him, even 1v1, after Juggernaut has a bit of an advantage. He's very good at taking Roche. He's good at keeping his team healed and pushing towers. You might even see Vega decide to just pick up an AA or something straight up. It's not the best support duo with Bane, but it might actually just be necessary against the Dazzle and Jug. And then you'll see them. Okay, they pick up the Ember. Okay. And now you might actually see AA as well, because that's generally quite good with AA and Ember laning together.
Oh, now we'll see what Liquid do in terms of response to the Ember. They've got to go for lockdown, surely. If you're worrying about Ember Spirit, at the moment, what have they got to stop him? Literally nothing, unless Fardo, of course, gets a good timing on the Orchid. Ember's going to be all over the shot there with the Remnants. I mean, anyone that comes to mind here that's been forgotten so far in the draft that can deal with an Ember?
Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker's in the game. He could still be useful. There's a whole bunch of offlane heroes that are good at disabling. There's Beastmaster's still left, but he might have a bit of trouble versus Ember. There's quite a few, I think. It's just going to be interesting if Liquid want to pick up a support with their Dazzle to kind of put more pressure on middle. They might even try and run like support Spirit Breaker or something like that, because you can run almost anything you like if you have a decent laner like Jug and a very good defensive support like Dazzle. It kind of leaves your second support position like really open, because your safe lane isn't going to be contested. Okay, they pick up Magnus.
Oh, the Magnus Jug combination. I'm looking at Vegas like that. Surely they're thinking about the Darkseer. Darkseer's not been touched yet this draft. It's going to be great once the Ember gets his Battle Fury online.
And it's very greedy though. Trying to get a Dazzle to or Darkseer to get a large amount of farm versus Juggernaut Dazzle is it's going to be quite difficult, because they can always just like heal out the creep waves if Darkseer tries too hard to push with Iron Shell, and if he has Surge, which will be nice to keep him alive, but as soon as Juggernaut hits 6, that lane becomes terrifying. They pick up Beastmaster instead. Okay, this hero is a bit more happy, not having like the fast mech and mana boots that you need in Darkseer, so
yes,
he's fine working with like, if he just gets like Necro 1, he'll be happy. But for now, he'll just be the hero that disables the Jug with the Roar, so they have something to cancel TPs through the Blade Fury and things like that. And if they ever do get a bit of an advantage, they can just go push with Necro Books and a Shadow Fiend mech, which is really what Liquid are kind of afraid of here.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, they ban the Venge, so they don't want people getting swapped out of grips and things like that, so they feel a bit more concerned about that, so...
I mean,
I just want to see if Liquid pick up another support or a middle hero.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder, do you go for something like the Disruptor this game?
It's good versus Ember, but it's not so good to when there's a Shadow Fiend just sitting in front of your tower, just kind of bopping away. So I think maybe they want to do something that like just lets them initiate fights.
What about Shaker?
Shaker could be okay, but he doesn't really do too much in terms of zoning out Beastmaster, and he isn't very good at dealing with the Shadow Fiend. But they do have a Quap, so Fissure with Quap ulti, things like that makes Shadow Fiend kind of scared, but he's going to have a hard time getting off the ground in terms of his fun. But they've only got 5 seconds left, so Sven stands ready.
So this is, I mean, how is this being run? What are we seeing from Liquid here with this? What looks to be a 4-core lineup. The way that Kuroki played, it's like a 5-core lineup here with the carry Dazzle coming over from game 2. I mean, this looks fantastic. But how are they going to lane this? Who's taking a step back? Is Sven taking a step back, or is Jug taking a step back?
I think Juggernaut will almost definitely be farming, and
10 seconds.
Because he's not really so good as a support anymore. He has quite a lot of trouble getting stuff done, because in the time when he was good, he was often picked up with like Skywrath support, so they would actually just run around as 2 with Concussive Shot and Blade Fury, and they would just slow people from 2000 range for 50% and then Blade Fury them down. And both of those heroes have been a bit changed since then. Although Sven carry would be decent in and of itself, but they might just want to keep it as a stun and for the Warcry, so he'll still do his job.
Last pick here for Vega, still looking for that second support. Almost certainly what Solo's going to be playing as well.
I'll be interested to see if it might be something like AA, but it will be difficult to get both level 6 on Bane and something like AA. So maybe something a bit more conservative. Could possibly see things like an Earthshaker or something coming out of them. Okay, they pick up AA.
You bang on. You bang on. AA. Okay, so something to deal with the heal, something to deal with the dazzle, for sure. A very nice pick. And a pick that sometimes does get forgotten in these drafts. And I wonder how much Liquid will be kicking themselves for the fact that Vega do get it. Because it does look, as you say, it's really good against some of their heroes.
Yeah, but as long as Liquid get the initiation with RP and Sven stun or whatever, the AA is not very good at punishing like Queen of Pain and Sven in the early game for when they want to do dives, because AA is just not going to have his levels, so he needs to be focused on bot lane. So he's going to be making sure that Magnus has a bad day, provided Magnus is off lane, of course. So Liquid taking a long time, so Matumbaman is going to be playing the Jug, so he is going to be hitting the creeps. So Sven support. This will be interesting.
No, this is it's going to be a very short. I guess it's beefy. The war cry is going to be nice for the pushes. It's going to be nice to follow up the RP with a nice reliable stun. I mean, the team fight is certainly going to be there. But let's have a look at how this one pans out.
It's almost entirely for the war cry, I think.
Prepare for battle.
And we have it, game 3 between the sides of Vega and Team Liquid. And as we can see, the heroes that everyone's going to be playing, as expected, Mag is going to be on that solo lane Beastmaster, no one on the mid lane SF. The Slayer himself will be on that Bane solo, is going to be playing the AA Pasha on his Ember Spirit. And Liquid, this time, switching around a bit. You're going to see Kuroki Sven, Jax is going to be the man rocking the Dazzle, Father on his crop again, Matumbaman farming on the Jug, and Mind Control on that solo lane Magnus. And they're actually going to look for an attempt here with this smoke. And
Vega surely have to be a bit more careful here.
They really do. They come around this tree line.
Oh, Seema. Oh, he couldn't get the sleep off.
He's trying to do his best here. Blade Fury comes through, and this is going to be your first blood. The slows onto him.
Maybe not. He is very quick, and he does have boots first. They have to just give up on this.
Okay. Spoke too soon. Cast a curse. He's fine.
Yeah, he's just going to walk away. So, 5-man smoke. Sven's stun dropped. Queen of Pain. They know Shadow Strike. Well, they're just going to fight him a little bit more, but Ember skill chains level 1, so they might actually just try and kill Jarax. Yeah, they know he has. They don't know he doesn't have Grave, so
The battle
no,
begins.
no fights here.
A little bit scared. They'll take the bottom bounty rune. Top rune will be taken by no one. But I better start for the side of Vega in the sense that they don't lose anyone here. And Boots Bane. That's the trick to deal with that kind of action.
Yeah, you just walk away. You let them stun you, you miss the Nightmare, but it doesn't matter. And no one is going to be really happy getting this bounty rune compared to the last game where he was kind of left alone almost, and he got nothing in the first group wave, and it was only in the second and third that he actually managed to get any CS. And he's already getting some with this Bane kind of zoning out the quad. He's going to be doing really well in this middle lane in comparison to last time.
Cop's going to have a pretty tough time indeed. Top lane as well. Mag against Mind Control. Mind Control, I guess he's got the Empower to help him out with the CS, but I don't know. It can't be a fun lane to go up against this Beastmaster.
Yeah, I would say that Magnus is okay against Beastmaster, but the boars, he doesn't really have a way of getting rid of them until the Shockwave gets a lot higher, and then you're using Shockwave on the boars rather than getting any CS. So, and Beastmaster has a ridiculous 68 base damage. He doesn't have any stat items and he's hitting for 68 at level 2. So, just to even barely keep up, he has to skill Shockwave or Empower level 1 to do anything.
And then as well, no one just forcing the quad back. 1 for 5, 2 for 4, so still kind of even here. But still being able to take some stuff away from the Shadow Fiend. Bottom lane, Kuroki looking for action there, roaming around with his Stormer Hammer at the ready. And they're going to send Bane down here as well. So ready to see if they can maybe do something off the back of this. Just getting the right clicks in onto Kuroki. It's going to be always very hard to go on anyone that's trying them up. Matumbaman moving in very aggressively onto Pasha, and this could be your first blood. The sleep will come out. Oh, that denied.
That was quite fortunate.
Very nicely played there by the Bane. Because that, yeah, Matumbaman's going to be a bit ticked off with that.
So now if he wants to do that again, he has to use his Mango, so... Pasha's really not happy about how this lane's going though. He's only 1 and 0 compared to the 9 of 4 of the Jug, so... The Chilling Touch popped and Jarax is getting killed. He's just dead to that. There's nothing he can do about that. Kirk is going to pick up the DD and might look to try and gank the Shadow Fiend, but he doesn't have boots, so he's going to need to come in from behind the tower. He's going to see Shadow Fiend maybe raising this camp. Well, Shadow Fiend's just going to right-click it for a bit. Maybe you'll see Fata trying to blink over, and they might just be able to kill him before he gets to his tower.
We'll see if they can set this
There
up.
we go.
Yeah, straight in. Stormhammer, and as you said, the DD on Kuroki is going to do work. He's going to be enough. Oh, look at these swipes. Absolutely. He's got a south turn. Well, he'll get a good tick of it through before the Shadow Strike does cancel it. So he should be fine here. Kuroki still hanging around for more. Hasn't got enough, of course, for the second Stormhammer. They're trying to man fight. Solar turns up. They'll force the blink back here on the quad. And Kuroki now forced to back up as well. So, unfortunately, unable to find a kill there with that action.
Yeah, just Liquid are just, even with that one rotation, they force 2 support into the middle lane. It means Pasha's left even more alone. Pasha just buying a Stout Shield after his ring protection just so he can be a little bit more happy getting harassed by this Dazzle, but this Jug has got Venom now. He's going to be looking towards getting his phase boots, and this, I don't see a way that Ember's going to really get anything in the next even 5 to 10 minutes, because there's no reason for Liquid to move. They're really happy with this lane setup, provided that Quap doesn't start losing heavily to the Shadow Fiend, and actually that is happening. She's got 10 denies, but Shadow Fiend's got 11, and she's got 6 CS, but he's got 15. So Shadow Fiend's getting his bottle now. He can start controlling runes. He can do just fine. But Mind Control gonna have to pop his mango. He might get the skewer. Oh no, he's dead. That's a solo kill from Mag onto Mind Control.
This is a great start. I mean, yeah, this is just Mag outplaying the Magnus at this
Indeed.
point.
It's a really hard lane for Magnus though. He's got 16 CS. I think he's got bottle on. Yeah, he's got bottle and tangos on Courier. He bought those tangos just to survive a little bit more. Okay, Seema's getting gone on. He's going to get spun by the Jug maybe.
Well, this time I don't think the boots are going to save him. He'll turn around with the brain sap. I should find this, and they do. Jarek's of
Don't
course
even
getting
need
the
to
kill
use spin.
on the Dazzle. And so, yeah, he needs to be careful. They haven't come for the tree wave here, so he's not going to come round. There's a fair few of the side of Liquid hanging around this bottom lane. Pasha got a little bit of space, up to 10 CS, and they actually found the vision here. They got the stun onto Solo.
Mindful needs to be very careful. Beastmaster's got Roar and he's got access up in a
these
second.
body blocks here with that illusion. Making work happen. They'll actually nightmare the illusion here. They'll try and move in the cells. Chains onto 2. This is a lot of burn damage here. Kuroki will get Shallow Graved up. And to a man with a Blade Fury looking for Pasha kill, and he will find it. At the same time, Kuroki did end up going down to the Bane. And to a man, finding with the Bane. There's a brain sap in a few seconds, but Superman will salve up and be okay. So it'll be the 1-for-1 trade there, but it's a support Sven for a carry Ember Spirit, and an Ember Spirit that wasn't having too much of a good time anyway.
Yeah, this Ember's getting punished really hard here. He's getting some levels, so maybe you'll see him get some stuff when he gets bottled and his level 6. He might just be able to make things happen, but he's going to have a really hard time with it. Jug now picking up his phase boots now, so he's got phase boots when Ember has just boots. Seem just not happy with that, just brain sapping him to get him off.
Some man needs to be careful.
He's got a mango, he's got spin, and he might actually just go for a kill.
Okay, turns it around
Got
and straight
slight
on.
chains. Oh, he didn't slight. There was a chance he could have got that off.
And the Timberman.
He wasn't being careful about that brain sap.
And Kuroki can't dive this. Actually, the TP was cancelled there. But yeah, a bit of a mess down the bottom. 1-for-1 trade though, the core for the core. But still, I think, as you were saying, earlier, mid lane, how's Fada doing? He's managing to catch up in terms of levels, but CS-wise, still 10 behind that of no one.
Yeah, I think this is about as well as you can expect Quap to do against Shadow Fiend if Shadow Fiend has a good start. Fada's doing a really good job of making sure he isn't getting like forced out of lane with razors or anything like that, so he's still going to remain relevant to be able to use his ulti in these coming fights, so... I'm just worried about Mind Control. He's actually starting to do okay now that he's got higher levels than Shockwave. And Mag is just picking up a salve and his Staff of Wizardry, so he's going to be heading for that Necro Book rather than anything like Blink, so pretty standard from him. He's just being very annoying with his ball, but loses it in the process.
Bottom lane, no one. Huh?
No one hitting no one with his razors, so unfortunate for that.
But
Ash is getting his levels.
Talking about levels, level 6 is on this Jug, and he's seeing if he can find someone with the Omni Slash.
Yeah, they find this stack here, he's pinging it out. He
Can
might
he kill
just
no one
run
here?
straight into... Yeah, he can. But he might decide he can't, but... Nope.
He certainly can.
Well, That is pretty much the worst thing that could have happened from this jug rotation to Vega.
That was,
One
solo
jug
kill
running
on,
and just killing your middle hero, so...
And that's, yeah, Matumba Man's going to be happy with that bit of action. And
now they're going to realise, what was Shadowfiend doing here? He was farming the medium cap to go take his stacks afterwards. And then he finds Solo alone in the woods.
Is this worth bursting an ult for?
Yeah, I'd say this would be worth using an ult for, but... They're just bottling up the jug, so he has spin. Simo has found Jerax. He's only level 5, so no grip.
Oh! Dazzle's gone. Okay, they're not going to be able to do anything about this. In fact, they just got the kill on Solo. Solo was walking past, but they might not even find that. Getting more drop down by Matumba Man, trying to keep Father alive. There's a roar though. Max come in with the rotation. They'll pick up the quad. And I can't help but feel that was just, I don't know, Liquid just kind of hung around that camp, deciding what to do, and then didn't actually do anything.
I think that was a kind of miscommunication there. I think Fata really wanted Matumba Man to go and spin it or something like that. That's why he was bottling him. But they just really had no chance of doing that, given that Mag and Ember could just show up. And Ember didn't get a kill there, but he did get the XP and some of the AoE gold, so he's doing a bit better now. He's buying a bottle on Courier, but he's going to have to wait for no one to pick up his treads. No one's going to finish off this stack now, so he's doing pretty okay in terms of farm. Much better than he was doing in the game before. And Jerax is just sitting on the middle hill with a ward, so I don't know where he wants to go and place that. He probably wants just to have vision somewhere where the Shadowfiend might go.
Oh man, Kuroki in with the stun, Pasha. Ooh! Didn't even have a remnant out, didn't have the mana nonetheless. But that's how you kill an Ember Spirit.
It kind of feels like Mag and Shadowfiend are getting space literally at the expense of this Ember. Every single time they go and farm creep waves, okay, there's a grip top. Mind control is under attack.
He gets the skewer off here, but Mag with the finals chop.
He keeps getting the skewer off, but Mag is more than happy to be brought with him. So.
It really is,
No,
with 1k
Mag,
HP.
as soon as he gets the Necro Book, picks up the smoke, so he's probably going to try and get involved in a fight or something like this, or maybe just push a tower and then hope that Liquid TP in 1x1.
It looks like tower training is going to be on the menu here, tier 1 for bottom. And they'll look for the tier 1 top and mid as well. You know, no one's putting the pressure there, so this could be a favourable trade if they get away with it. We'll see if the side of Liquid can get themselves back over in time.
Okay, Pasha's working out if he can actually safely farm the bot lane. He sees them warding, so they know that there's a ward in their own jungle.
Mass TP's on top. I won't be able to catch anyone though. Vega back themselves up. They're actually going to send no one up here as well. Maybe looking for some kind of a fight here. They will be fighting into RP and Omni Slash, so they do need to be a little bit careful here, Vega, how they decide to take this one.
Yeah, they're feeling a little bit apprehensive about this. Liquid are moving around to the side. They realise that if they just send Quap middle to hit the tower, that Vega's time up here is limited.
They're
They
still
might
trying
just
to
get
go.
roar out. Oh, he's got just run. He's a bit faster with his phase boots, but no, he turns around for a split second.
Yeah, this might not be the fight here. They've got to. They don't want to do this. They do not
Yeah,
want to
he
do
just
this.
wanted to
Vega.
get roared there. He realised that there was no way he died if he got roared right there because Vega just couldn't follow up, so he just lets himself get roared, and then that's on cooldown now. So Vega's just going to try and defend the middle.
They'll look to fight here. They have a sleep set up onto the fighter, but they're feeling ready to follow it through.
Almost had a grip off, but Blink was up just beforehand. No one farming this bot lane for Vega. This is going to complete waste. I would really like to see someone move down here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Actually fortify for this as well, because mid lane, Matumba Man's he's got the Omni Slash. They've got to be very careful how close they come. SF's just backed up to clear up one of the camps.
Yeah, there's something going on top here. I'm not exactly sure what Vega are expecting. Just trying to TP out. This one's just got stunned. Max dead. Solo's just on the run from Jug. Jug's got phase boots, and he should be able to catch him.
Yeah, Jerax is there as well. If Jerax can get himself in, how many points of poison touch before Far's there? Solo, he may try and deny himself the creature snap. He realises he's a goner, and he certainly is. And that will go towards Fire. Never kill him for the quad. They'll take down the AA. And 7 for 7 at the moment. This game seems to be a bit of a mess, but it looks like slightly favouring Liquid at the way that this is going.
I would say that if it was the Ember Spirit the one doing well instead of Mag, then I would say Vega are kind of happy, but Mag's finding it really hard to get anything done because Liquid are just letting him roar them, and they're just fine with the consequences of that. So He might need to get high levels at Necro or something like that, just so he can force towers more.
Radiant's top tower
Because
is
Liquid are
under
just happy with the state of affairs. Jarax is now going to be given middle lane to get us level 6. And Fodder is going to just be farming the bot lane. And with that, Ember's going to see the QoP, and he's going to realise that farming bot is extremely dangerous for him.
Sonic Wave up and ready. They're going to send some more down here, Vega. You notice the fact that they didn't get the Fiends Hook off before. They've got it ready now. If they can get the catch onto QoP, you could go for it. But Fodder's playing it safe. Does not want to be caught out here on this lane.
He's just kind of pushing out one creep wave and done. He's going for the Eels again, so it's pretty good against the... It's just a general safe item for QoP. And it, rather than going Ags first, which you usually want to get an Ags on QoP in a game like this because they're going to go BKB on Shadowfiend and things like that, you go Yules beforehand, so it kind of streamlines your build in a way.
Pasha, he's still got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, that's the issue here really for Vega. It's Ember Spirit, 4 flow star net worth 2.5k.
Yeah, he's just trying to get what he can on bot lane. He realises that he can't be ganked right now, so he's just going to try and push this tower a bit. Maybe see if he can force someone to be here and then jump back to his Remnant, but Liquid just don't really care about that. They're more than happy just to farm up their Blink Dagger on Magnus, because he's not doing so well, and then run at the Bane. They found him.
Yep, they knew it was there. The pings came out. And an Ice Blast coming in, and it's going to catch on to the QoP. She should be fine here. She won't tick down too low. And they don't actually lose anyone there, Vega. So Vega are able to keep each other alive.
Yeah, Liquid's splitting up very quickly from that AA ulti. I thought they'll get hit, but no, they managed to get out of the trees in time.
No one worth noting. He's almost on top of the net mech. He's now level 11. So he has got that big Rec Room to blow in these team fights. But this time he's got to be a little bit more careful about it. There is, so I guess the Stormhammer is going to be the big issue, the thing that
he's
may be
going to pick up DD. So he's quite happy with this. Jarax is just trying to force out this Ember from bot lane, but he's not having that much success with it.
Yeah, I mean, the Ember might not have farm, but he certainly still has the levels, level 8 at the moment. So can hold back that Dazzler. Jarax tries to go for something funky. Mag halfway towards his level 11. Mind Control, 1200 gold towards the Blink Dagger. And he's also got the QoP around if Mag tried to go for anything. Bottom lane, Bane and Solo moving forward with the Ember Spirit. So we'll see if anyone comes out here and they can get a jump onto someone like Jarax. Because they might be able to find a kill here. And yeah. Alright. That's the way to do it. Just giving the old Fiend's Grip and easy kill for Vega.
Yeah, in the meantime though, they're giving Liquid time to farm 2 lanes. No one's farming Liquid's jungle currently, but that might change soon. I think Jug might be saving for Battle Fury, but I'm not so sure, because he's just sitting on 3k. They're just going to siege this tower with DD. They see the mech on Shadowfiend, so they'll be reluctant to try and defend it, so they're just going to try and trade top.
Ice Blast is flying through onto the top, mate. Look at the roar off, but Mind Control, is he actually in this? No, he's just outside of it. Doesn't matter though, with a Necro poke, jeez. Melts through the Magnus. They'll get the deny as well. And the rest of Liquid, they've got to be careful how they jump into this one. Fada, he's got the Sonic Wave up in 15 seconds, but they're going to look for him. They're going to find him now. He blinks out. Blinks straight out.
He's just going to cut the creep wave here. But this won't do much to save the tier 1, but it might prevent a push into the tier 2.
And Timberman's level 11 on these
running
slash.
around. They see him with the Hawk, so it could be very dangerous.
Oh. He's actually going to get slapped here.
Could they get... No, they won't be able to get a Requiem off.
And here comes the wraparound. Kuroki and Fada, they're not going to jump for it. They're actually trying to get themselves out. Ice Blast is on point. But nothing else to continue against Kuroki with. So Kuroki's going to be fine, gets himself away. But the team's really just trying to react to each other as best as they can at this point. What we're seeing coming out onto Shadowfiend, it's going to be Yasha now done for no one. So SF, I mean, this has got to be the scary thing for Liquid. The fact that SF is top of the net worth and he's had a pretty good start. And sometimes that's all you need as a Shadowfiend to be able to get to the point where you become a huge issue for the opponent.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well in terms of farm, but the thing is, I'm not really sure that Shadowfiend, they can feel comfortable just having a super farm Shadowfiend against Omnislash and Sven with his Warcry, because he's going to have a lot of trouble putting out enough damage to make them scared to go on him. So he's going to have to keep playing off of these roars from the Beastmaster, and also people getting caught out from the Ember. Ember opting not to to travel, his farm is pretty bad, so he's going to try and go for maybe Treads to drum or something like that. Or maybe just a casual brace just to keep him alive. Okay. Liquid are trying to play more around their own Ancients. They're going Battle Fury on Jog now, so he's going to have it after this Ancient stack.
Jarek's here just going for a quick de-wobbers. Again, the Fiend's Grip. So much hate for this Dazzle. Every time they see him. Jarek's getting Fiend's Grip. They'll try and fight off the back of this. Sleep, pop down onto Matuma Man, the Ice Blast onto 2, and they'll look for the recommend. It's huge. Blows up the jump before he gets off the Omni Slash. Kuroki's got the debuff on him as well. They'll try and skew Mag away, but Kuroki's going to go down. Triple kill for no one. Now moving forward on the Ember, they get a 4th kill. Vega fighting beautifully off the back of that Ice Blast, and the fact that they blew up the jug straight away meant that Liquid just couldn't fight them.
Yeah, it's just now they're going to get Roche for free with this Beastmaster Aura and the Necro Book and Shadow Fiend minus armor. This Roche is going to die very quickly. Now they have even more Shadow Fiend problems when... Shadow Fiend was a problem before, but now he's just...
Yeah. You give him a triple kill, and you give him Roshan, and you give him Aegis. I mean, it's not great. Not great if you're playing.
Yeah, they're taking these team fights. They have a Magnus, but this Magnus doesn't have a Blink Dagger. He has level 1 Skewer, so he's just a walking Empower caster. That's all he can do. So I think they really need to wait for this Magnus Blink Dagger before they can actually do anything. Because, like, their only way of controlling the Shadow Fiend was, like, running at him with the Queen of Pain with Yules, and then they didn't use... They, like, couldn't keep his Requiem up from going off when the Jug was running up to him. So I think what they had to do was wait with the Yules until Jug was about to run up to the Shadow Fiend, and then as soon as he comes out of Yules, then use the Omni Slash on him, because otherwise the Jug didn't have spin, so he had to run up to the Shadow Fiend and hope that he got the Omni off before the Shadow Fiend press ulti. And that didn't happen. He just got blown up before I even reached him. Yeah, Ember's going to pick up the drums now, so he's going to be kind of running the Poverty Ember build, so he just wants to make sure he gets his spells off, and then that's about it. He's not going to be the prime damage dealer in this team.
Kuroki, he's nearly got the mech. He's still trying to find that gold for the recipe on this Sven. And Vega will look for the tier 1. Let's see if they've got an answer here. 200 gold away from that Blink Dagger for the Magnus. And as you said in that last fight, they really need it. They need something that they're going to allow them to get the jump in. That's going to be the tower gone.
They're just going to go for the tier 2 with this Necro 3. Like, Jug's picking up his Battle Fury, but this isn't going to help him fight. He just needs to be able to push bot wave, so he's going to try and split push a bit, but... They pick up the Blink Dagger now on Magnus, so maybe if they get good RP they have a chance to defend. They're not going to pop the Necro just yet. I don't think they even need to for this tower. Good decision making from Mag to realise that they could save that maybe for a tier 3 push.
Manta now done on no one. This is, yeah, we saw in the graph here, the swing was real. It's still only, it's only like 1k lead for them though. But it just really feels that the momentum's used. The fact that a lot of this net worth's on the Shadow Fiend as well is a huge problem here for the side of Liquid.
Yeah, I think that all this net worth being on the Jug and the Quap means that neither of them are able to really kill the Shadow Fiend in these fights. As you saw, Jug tried to, but he kind of got blown out. And Quap really blinked on him and then realised, I can't fight this guy, and then he had to Yules him immediately and then run away. So Quap's going to now go for something, with maybe Ags or BKB, probably Ags I'd still say, but maybe BKB to actually blink into Necrobooks and not actually die immediately. Okay, they're going to TP the Ember down here. He immediately jumps back to his Remnant because he forgot to place a Remnant before he jumped. So he isn't able to push the bot creep wave. So this might limit the time that they're able to spend on top lane.
I guess the saving grace really for the side of Liquid is the fact that they've got the wombo combo. If they hit an RP on some of these key heroes and get the Omni Slash off of the Empower on Matuma Man and Kuroki, they can still melt through the side of Vega, but they just need that perfect team fight, which so far they've just had a lot of trouble trying to find.
Yeah, this Beastmaster is going to try and interfere with this. He might try and find the Magnus out with a Hawk or something like that, or they just have only one hero really hitting the tower, so an RP isn't really what you're going to need to initiate. You're going to have to rely on that as a counter initiation. So I don't know who you're going to want to send in first, but maybe Sven? He just has to run in to go for a stun, but...
Pasha, he's going to slide this, there's the Roar, there's your RP onto Mag, they'll get the Fiend Script onto Matuma Man, Skewer will cancel it here, and they're starting the fight off. The Omni Slash does come out, bouncing around, but the Sonic Wave as well, but they've lost the Quap. They're going to lose Mind Controls, Vono's got the Shallow Grave, Mind Controls going to be kept alive, Matuma Man getting kited and getting taken down. Double kill for Mag here, they're moving in for more, they get the right click for no one, it's the third kill for Vega. And that time, the RP, it wasn't ideal, they got it onto one. They did manage to cancel the grip from Bane, but still, they lose so much Liquid, and they're unable to find anything again. Mag, just with these double kills, with these roars, playing every fight absolutely beautifully, and this could be potentially a set of racks here if Liquid don't have anything to stop it. They don't have a fortification.
They don't have any buybacks. They might actually just... Yeah, they're going to take the set of racks quite easily. Okay, so Mag, he blinked in, got an RP on a Beastmaster who'd already used his Roar, and then cancelled the Fiend's Grip. And then as soon as they cancelled the Fiend's Grip, the Juggernaut went in to fight the Shadow Fiend, and then realised that he couldn't fight the Shadow Fiend and just died. So, all in all, he didn't the effect of the Magnus was minimal. So, he's not really... It's really hard to play Magnus in a game like this where your team is almost entirely focused around getting a good RP. Because if the enemy are conscious of it, as they were, like they were completely spread around the jungle. So, there was at no point could he RP 2 heroes, so we just had to settle for RPing 1, and it was the Beastmaster. Maybe if he got an RP off on the Shadow Fiend, it would have been better, but then he wouldn't have been able to get the Skewer off onto Bane. So, he's left with really, really hard decisions to make in these fights.
Nope. Straight up CPF from Jax, yeah. He's not wanting to play with Pasha. Not giving that one a chance at all. And we see on the graph, the swing starting to be... We're now at a 10k lead for the side of Vega. And it's... Yeah, this Shadow Fiend... We talk about it in the draft, I mean, we're talking about a lot of drafts. Radiant Shadow Fiend proving that this game, as strong as ever. Obviously in the first game they tried it, Liquid did have an answer. But the draft this time just hasn't really got off the floor here for Liquid, it seems like. And they're just having trouble at this point trying to fight into Vega regarding how many items some of the cores on Vega have.
Yeah, like, we're talking about the AA quite a lot in the draft and how it might be useful, but it's actually, like, he's just kind of an accessory. He's not even been needed for these kills sometimes. It's nice to have the Ice Blast, but he hasn't really been a crucial factor. It's more been the fact that Shadow Fiend and the Beastmaster have done really, really well this game. And I'd have to say the most important thing in this game was the fact that this Magnus couldn't do anything in the early game. His blink was extremely late because he got solo killed in lane, and then his tower got pushed, and then they really found it extremely difficult to fight. And they took several fights without the blink dagger, and that delayed it even more because he was dying in these fights. So they're just going to be happy just sitting, sieging the tier 2, and then the tier 3 afterwards with the Necrobug.
Yeah, Mind Control's had such a tough game. 5 deaths, 1 assist, he's second lowest on the net worth. It's not been great for Magnus.
Like, it's all well and good just having, like, Mana Boots and Mech on Sven, but he can't do anything. Like, the Warcry just isn't doing enough. The Mech isn't being effective, and he's often on the complete other side of the fight from his Jug, when Jug is fighting the Shadow Fiend, so... Yeah. Okay, they're wrapping around though. They might be able to get a pick off on the AA, which would be quite important.
This could be the fight. They can get this RP onto the 3, then the fairly great top. There it is, onto 2, with the Sonic Wave as well. Oh, double kill from the Timberman. This is the way that he needs to start the fight, but no one still gets off the Requiem. He's trying to fight this here against the 3 of them, punching away at the Timberman, but he's got a lot of armor. No one can't really do anything. In fact, he needs to maybe get himself out. They've already lost 3 here on the side of Vega. This could be the comeback fight that Liquid needed. They're moving on to no one. Jarrett's getting low, but he's got the Shallow Grave. They'll do the damage here. They'll be bashing away, slicing him down. They'll get the kill. The Death Requiem not enough to quite bring anyone down on Liquid, and Solo all on his own. They found him as well. He's in a lot of trouble. The 3 of them close in. It's going to be a team wipe. Matuma Man with the second double kill there in that fight. Beautiful RP, and we saw exactly that combo that we talked about. Just getting 1 RP, the empower damage with the Omni Slash and the Battle Fury, just ripping through the heroes of Vega, and then suddenly things starting to look a little bit better for the side of Liquid. In fact, a lot better after a fight like that.
Yeah, for just a period of 20 seconds, Vega just were a little bit relaxed about where the positioning of Liquid was, and then they get hit by a smoke gang, 2 people get RP'd, they lose 2 vitally important heroes, and then it's just left with Jug fighting the Shadow Fiend, but this time, he's got a Sven next to him, and there's no way ALT. So, the Jug just wins that mad fight. He didn't even need Omni Slash or anything like that, because he's just happy fighting with his, like, plus maybe 30 armor from the Mech and the Warcry. Shadow Fiend just can't kill the Jug in that situation. And if you get team fights like that, you can almost kill the Shadow Fiend every time. So, Pash is going to be going for his Battle Fury. He's maybe 1,000 gold off it. And he's going to have access to the enemy jungle. So he's going to be pretty good in terms of farm for the next few minutes. I'm just looking at Vega, they're just managing to get this bot lane push. Shadow Fiend going for a Satanic. Not necessarily the best for man fighting the Jug, but he's just going to be staying alive, so they just don't want him to get picked off at the beginning of the fight and then not having much to go on, because he is the hero that they have to team fight around. Like, without the Shadow Fiend, all this Ember, this Beastmaster, they can't actually do anything, because they kind of have to interfere with an ongoing fight, which needs to be with the Shadow Fiend hitting the tower, then the enemy goes on the Shadow Fiend, and then Beastmaster goes and roars someone, or Ember goes in and drops his spells on someone. But they can't really just, like, expect to go in with a roar on one person and then, like, they might just get force stuffed out or graved or something like that. They have to go into an already beginning fight. Fate is just being annoying. He's about to get his level 16. He's got his Aghanim, so he's quite good at pushing out these creep waves, and they really don't want to let Vega get more than 2 creep waves on 2 lanes, kind of pushing into the base at the same time, because then they're going to have problems defending it, because then they could deal with, like, split pushing Necrobook or something like that, where Ember could go with his Remnant. So yeah.
I mean, no one at this point with the Satanic, and I guess next after Satanic you look to go back for the damage item really on the Shadow Fiend, or are we going to see the Skadi still come out, still looking to tank?
I think after the Satanic you might want to see maybe, I'd like to see, it depends if there's going to be a solo press coming up anytime soon. Okay, it doesn't seem like there is, so maybe just a Butterfly or something like that on the Shadow Fiend would be good. Pasha, he's almost got his Battle Fury, he's getting very close. Mid lane's getting pushed out by these Shadow Fiend illusions, and I think Liquid are grouping up to get ready to smoke, but
Shadow
Fiend illusions are going to make it difficult for them to do that. They ping back the tower, so they're going to go back to the tower and maybe get ready.
Yeah, they've got to prepare themselves for the defense. They've got all the ults up again, so they could look to try and get that combo that pretty much held them in the game last time. But I'm sure Vega will be a little bit more careful about how they approach this. It's certainly going to be harder to burst down some of these big ones. The Aegis and Satanic ready to go on no one.
Yeah, they need to be quite vigilant to make sure that their AA and Beastmaster don't get initiated on, because if that happens, they have a really hard time taking a fight.
Let's just skew onto no one. Separating Barry to him away from the rest of the team. Ice Blast flies through. Actually committing the stun there from Kuroki. Not wanting to go on him as of yet. Waiting to see who the best target is, but they're losing the racks here, and that's going to be the racks gone. Ember gets himself out no one. It's a Requiem, just to keep them at bay. I guess making sure no blinking is there from the Magnus. But it's right on the tip. Searing Chains holds back the Timberman. He'll Blade Fury them off. But that's going to be that, and Vega are going to be totally fine with that. They take the set of racks, and they don't even need to lose the Aegis for it.
They're just going to wait for the next Necrobook and push the next racks, I think. And they pick up a Solo Crest on AA, and there's no sign of an MKB or anything like that on Liquid, so this Shadow Fiend is going to be proving incredibly difficult to kill. There's a DD top rune, so maybe they're going to pick this up on the Beastmaster or give it to the Ember. Yeah, he's going to bottle that up on the Ember. So they just skewered in the SF, and he just walked away. After the skewer, they didn't have any, there wasn't a Sven stun available, they didn't feel confident going
I think that was the, I swear the stun was available, but he didn't use it.
Yeah, I think they just didn't want to commit onto the Shadow Fiend at that point.
Oh, they're committing onto this guy. Oh, nice chains. It's just saved there by Pasha. Holding them back.
Yeah, I think if he popped Mantra immediately, he could have got that kill, but I'm just looking, they're just going to be content pushing the lane again. Mag's going to boot to travel into his Hawk, and he's just going to be sitting in these trees, so he's got a Roar ready, and he's going to be at the backlands, so he might pick off this Dazzle, say, at the beginning of the battle. He's got his Necro 3 ready, he's got his Roar. Yep, there we go.
You bang on. Straight onto Jerax, there's your Ice Blast as well. They get the skewer in, Jerax still getting off the shallow grave. Mind Control from the RP, but it's only onto no one. Brain Step as well, bring Mind Control, and one more right click should put it beyond the DO buff, and he does. He pops the Ice Blast. The slide there, bringing Dazzle down as well. Kuroki's in trouble. Kuroki trying to get himself out to the high ground. Mag beginning to chase here. They've lost the Bane, but I don't think they'll mind here. It's a double kill from Matuma-man. They're trying to turn Liquid, but they'll lose Kuroki here. Gems now heading in the deck. The fight's still continuing. Matuma-man moving on to Pasha. Renders himself down. Sonic Wave bringing Pasha low, but Pasha's fine. He's going to be kept alive there as the mech was popped by no one. Matuma-man will blink away along with the Quat. So a 3 for 2, but it is purely the 2 supports going down on Vega. And there was 2 supports and a core. They'll actually buy back now on Kuroki's fan. They realise they've got to get themselves back in the game. No one still holds the Aegis. He's still got that Satanic, didn't need to pop it. And now with the Manta, the push continues. They do have a Fort and they'll use it. Fort comes out. Matumba Man blinking in on this one with the Manta style as well, trying to fight. They'll look for the Requiem. He's trying to get it off. No, he's lost the mana. He's going to go out and he's going to go down. That's going to be the Aegis gone here.
I think he might just be dead twice.
And looks to be the Storm out of the Slight Fist. And the Sonic Wave, though, brings him down. Dead for 70 seconds.
Extremely overconfident trying to fight without his A ready and his Bane.
Ice Blast. Is he going to catch anyone? Ice Blast actually gets whiffed there. Mind Control's got a skewer onto Pasha. There is a Remnant.
Pasha doesn't have mana to jump to his run. He just popped Flame Guard, so he can't jump to that.
Rider's chasing. Flame Guard still protecting Pasha with these right clicks. Oh, the roar. The roar. He turns around for the slide. The right clicks with the ball. Can they kill Fada? No. Fada gets the blink off. Mag.
If he doesn't pop Necro, he can't kill him during the roll.
And here's your Necro out now. And there's going to be a Shallow Grave. Fada's going to be fine. Blinks away. Liquid looking to escape.
He's going to pay for his sins, though.
Mag with the army takes him down. Ice Blast isn't going to hit onto anyone, but the rest of Liquid are running back. But Necro, I mean, Mag just single-handedly forcing Liquid back into their own base. Solo and the Slayer have turned back up.
Now, what was really good about that fight before they pushed the high ground was that, well, for Liquid anyways, they took the fight outside of base, so there was no direct consequence of them like losing rack, say, after losing maybe 2 heroes, as there was on the bot fight. Because they took the fight inside their own base, and as soon as one hero died, they lost racks immediately. Okay, Seema's just gonna be dead.
Quick on the slash from Matumba. Makes work that, but
he's gonna catch Solo as well. He has Diffusal Blade. I don't know if he wants to chase this though. He does want to chase this.
He wants the kill.
Oh.
Is he gonna pay?
Cancelled.
And he's paying for that one. There's an Ice Blast, but he's gone. He does have buyback though. But maybe not worth there from the Juggernaut. I guess he got two kills for giving away your life. But it's quite a crucial point.
Yeah, but that could have been 1 kill and not giving away your life. So I'm really chasing that AA was a bit, I don't know. It was very, very close on the TP though. So maybe if he TP'd out like right before he killed the AA and then killed the AA with the rest of the spin, then he might have been able to get out there. There's a Shivas on Quap, so this is quite important. Assuming the Shadow Fiend has even more trouble, like lifestealing from a Satanic or bursting the jug. So, is there a buyback on this drug? There is.
That's just on the way. Just catching out Pasha. Remnant's back. Ice Blast is on
wait
his way.
out this weave before they try again. They used Necrobook as well, so they might want to go for the next Roche. There's a DD rune on bot, so this would be good for almost anyone of Vega Squadron.
Yeah, they'll probably give it here to this Seth who's now working his way towards that butterfly. But it's certainly looking like, I mean, at this point, it's going to be hard for Liquid to come back in. They really need to hope that Vega take a bad fight and that Liquid can again find a huge RP. Because 1 racks left, it's not great for them.
Yeah, almost the only way that they can actually come back in this game, I think, is if they wipe them when they push the base, wipe them when they push the base again, take Roche, wipe them with the Aegis, and then go look to take all the tier 2s, and then maybe a racks. But I think the chances of like them even being able to leave the base with a Beastmaster with Boots of Travel and a Necrobook in the game are very low. They're going to have to look just to play every single defensive team fight perfectly. Magnus realizing he's not actually able to do that much by himself, so he just picks up a Vlad's for his jug. He is just an accessory to this Juggernaut.
He's pretty much, just in charge of buffing him up and doing what he can to provide the team with something with the limited amount of income that Mind Control has at this point. And Fine actually went on to Mag. He'll turn around, bro. We'll TP out. No one's going to lose their life here. And Pasha.
Oh, Pasha. He might be okay here. I think
He's
going to barely not get this done.
Yeah, Pasha pops the drum, says I'm out. He's done. He's out of there. No one with the DD. Doesn't look like they'll be able to fight with it. Still got half the duration left, but not going for anything at this point. And what's the net worth difference looking like? Still around this 10k mark that's leveling off. So Liquid, they just have to play so smartly now, and as you said, they've got a few kind of win conditions that they're going to need to tick before they're able to turn this around.
Yeah, Fada's reduced to using his ulti on the top creep wave, so he's not getting that much farm for it because he gets less gold in these mega creeps, and he's just showing on the map the entire time. So Vega know where he is at all times, and they know that they can move around the map together. And now Butterfly is picked up on Shadow Fiend. No MKB on Matumba Man, so defending this next push might be a bit rough.
Oh, got it. He
He
linked in
just
on
goes
this.
in.
He is
There's
really
no
going
punishment
for
for him
it.
doing this, I think. Yeah. He just blinks in and then keeps a remnant, and as long as he doesn't get bursted during the Sven stun, provided it's even able to hit him, which I doubt, he's going to be completely fine. Mag is just kind of pushing out the middle lane constantly with boars, just being really annoying. There's a remnant here for Ember, because he wants to show up. And there's a Necro available on Mag. I think they might just try and push in one more creep wave with the Shadow Fiend on top, and then see if the Rosh is up. And if the Rosh is up, they're going to try and do that, but if it isn't, they might just push anyway.
Just pushing this one back. Solo. On top of the Solo crest. 1k gold, just really burning something. They're looking for Rosh here, really, Vega. I guess at this point. Play it safe. It's going to be up in a minute. One of the... Well, kind of halfway through. What was it, like 10-minute respawn that one's going to be. So, 1 minute time. Roshan will be there. Liquid, they'll be sure to contest it when it does finally come back around.
Yeah, Shadowfiend's going to TP middle now, so he's going to clear the creep wave mid, and then he's going to walk around to Rosh, and they're going to get ready for this. Liquid realise they need to be 5-man around this, and maybe if they get a pick off on any of these Vega heroes in their jungle, this will facilitate Rosh for them, but they're smoked up as 5, but Man isn't, so I think someone pinged that. They realise that Mag might not be here. Mag's just going to TP middle, and he's going to run straight down mid lane. So if they realise that Liquid go Rosh, he might just pressure middle. Oh, Ember.
Oh!
Straight RP on him.
Oh! He did not run to Remnant there.
Before they go Rosh though, they need to deal with the creep wave in middle, because otherwise there's a high risk that they might just lose Rax to a Beastmaster or something like that. So this mid lane is a constant concern for them.
Very unfortunate Remnant there from Ember Spirit, putting him out of the game for a minute. Yeah, especially when that minute's going to be when Roshan's up, and I, by the looks of it, Liquid are going to be able to take this, and I don't know if they'll be able to stop them without the Ember.
Without the Ember Spirit, or even with the Ember Spirit, I think Liquid are stronger in teamfights, provided they have the RP, but they don't have it right now, so they're kind of important. It's crucial that they pick off maybe Mag or something at the start of the fight, and they don't lose their Dazzle, as happened in the mid-fight. So, Dazzle's probably going to be playing a lot more careful, and they need to have the Sven near the jug at all times. Okay, no one's just going to start hitting the Rosh. They pop the Necrobook for this. There's an active weave on the Shadow Fiend, so...
I guess on the plus side, there is no RP. Oh, they're skewing no one up to the high ground. Minecraft still takes so much damage to force him down. And with the Shadow Grave onto Minecraft, going for the TP out, the Iceball flies through, they get off the Requiem. Fada, he's able to blink himself away. The Roar there coming out from Mag, holding back Kuroki, the Sleight of Fist as well, but the armor for the weave ticking up. Liquid are fairly strong. Are they strong enough to continue to fight? Kuroki getting himself out of this one. They'll look to chase down the Fada Quad. Fada will blink himself away, so will the Jug. They'll blink themselves out. Magnus, the only casualty there of that fight. And Jarek stuck around a little bit too long, so they will find 2. And that's going to be the space for them to get Rosh. And this is bad for the side of Liquid. 2 heroes down. When the lanes are pushing in.
Maybe he tries to go for this? No. No way. Okay, they give the Aegis to the Ember, and Shadowfiend, yep. Shadowfiend picks up the cheese, so... They're going to need to push out this creep wave middle. He's just going to AOT that creep wave. Goodbye, creep wave. And they have Necrobook up in 30 seconds, but I don't think they're even going to wait for that. Just going to set up shop outside the base and start hitting on these racks.
Yeah, we are going to see the heroes back in time, and there is an RP available. Fortification is ready and waiting, so they may have a chance to hold before Megas.
Mixup needs to pick up his MKB. He can't afford to say buyback here.
They've got to do something. They've got to do something big. Sonic Wave comes out. Fada's trying his best at the front lines. They're keeping the racks alive for the time being. Kuroki moves in. The Stormhammer, but it's going to be a remnant away. Look at the Roar out. There's your RP. It is on to Slither here, but they can't follow it up. The Meg comes out. There's your Omni/Mag. He's able to just walk around the slither of health. They're still fighting. No one on the front lines with the punches onto Matumba Man. The armor's ticking up. Matumba Man trying to do his best, trying to get the crits out. They get the Stormhammer onto him. The Stew as well, bringing 2 back. The remnant comes out. They'll find the kill. Pasha's in a bit of trouble. They've lost 2 already on the side of Vega. Matumba Man trying to chase this down. Blinks forward, but the Blink's out there as well from the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit's going to be fine. And okay, Fada's blinked him.
That's a bit aggressive.
That was a bit aggressive indeed. They'll look for more though. There's a buyback on the quad. They want to try and find more than just the 2. Oh, slide to the left. And he's going to be down. And the Sonic Wave from Fada does actually end up killing AA. So the buyback allows them to get a kill. And they do hold on to half the health of this final melee barracks.
Yeah, during that entire fight, the Necrobook was hitting the racks like the entire time. So the Rex just lost half HP, straight up. And I think they could have killed the Shadow Fiend more quickly if they just bought out the MKB, but he opts to upgrade his Diffusal and still save buyback, so he's just going to try and farm up top and make sure that he can get this MKB and have buyback. Still worried about the positioning because they've only got one melee Rex left on not too high HP, but I don't think Vega can really kind of split push it. I think they just need to 5-man the Rex if they want to get any damage, so still an opportunity for Liquid to take a fight. He buys Boots of Travel instead on the Jug, so he wants to be able to kill these creep waves to make sure they don't end up getting swamped by creeps and then unable to defend their Rex as a result.
I think Vega, as we've seen with the slow siege, it's working out at this point. But it was a good defense from Liquid. Did cost them the buyback onto the quad, but definitely worth it to get that kind of victory in that fight. And onto KuroKy. They're moving in the RP bait. It's successful now. The Omni Slash melts through them both. There is the Aegis. They've got a second chance. Ice Blast is KuroKy. Oh, he wasn't right enough there. He will be able to walk off, but he's got the Ice Blast debuff on him. The Slider Fist does end up bringing him down. No one now in the center of it all. Have they got the control? Skewer, no one on the cliff. He's still turning and fighting, though. Nearly getting the punches through with the Feast Grab onto Fada. He might just get the kill, and he does. That's going to be Fada down. Matuma Man trying to go for it, but there's the Ghost Scepter. They'll come out here with the Requiem. Matuma Man's getting caught out by the Slider Chase, but they've got the Shallow Grave, and now look at the TP out. He's going to look at the TP out. He's going to make it. He's going to make it. He's going to get himself out. But they did lose 3, and this is 3 heroes were at buyback. Maybe make that 4. Pasha comes in. That's Jerax down as well. It was a nice attempt from Liquid. It was a great RP. But they had the Aegis still on the Ember. They still were able to turn. And this could be game. Only Jug left alive. No Omni Slash. He's going to need to do something spectacular. And whoa, he's got the damage to do it. But this man's gone. Oh, there's a buyback.
The Rex is going to die before he can do much about it, so...
Can they still
hold? They played really well this game, but I don't think there's much hope left.
I don't think they'll give in yet, though. They've got in power. They're going to have Sven back up in 10 seconds. Maybe they can try for a last-ditch attempt. They've got the RP back up in 15 seconds. I think there's one fight left in Liquid, and they're going to move in. But he'll get kited out. Okay, this could be if Matuma Man goes down, and he might jest, and he will. The roar to the face, he's gone. That's going to be game.
No buyback on him.
Yeah, mind control to fall as well. KuroKy, the last one standing, and GG is called. The series is taken 2-1 by Vega. There were some great defenses put up by Liquid, but Vega, with that Shadow Fiend and the recovery of Pasha. We saw the Ember Spirit pretty much sitting at the 4th lowest on the net worth. End of the game, he climbs his way back up to the top, and Vega just powering through and playing the better game at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think Mag was the star player of this game. He actually just solo killed this lane, got a quick Necro Book, they managed to fight around, even though they did some weird dives top where he got picked off, it still ended up getting him a Necro Book, a Blink Dagger. He caught out the Dazzle with like solo smokes, BTing behind enemy lines with a Hawk and things like that, going all commando.